All right, let's do it. Woo! What's up, everybody? Welcome to the greatest one-man show in all of the timelines. This is the Dusty Smith Show, and I appreciate you joining me tonight. As always, gonna do what I do, have an amazing program for you guys. Gonna start us out with a little religious bullshit, some trash world. After halftime, gonna do a big chud watch, beyond parody, my favorite section. Got a couple Karens tonight. What is it about the Karens? Like lately, I guess they've been realizing they can't behave in public anymore because there's cameras everywhere. So there's been a drought of Karen material, but I got two Karens tonight. Best I could do for you. Gotta finish out the slow news week as we do. How the fuck you doing, dirty sexy pores? I've missed you. Hope you guys had a good week out there. So Dusty's in this room. I am in the room with you right now. I'm behind you. Turn around. Sup, Ron Ellen? Good to see you tonight. Here we go. Gotta do this shit. And one of my cats, this cat, see this cat, hoping this is the cat behind me. This is the perfect timing. It's like they knew that I was about to talk about this. So this little, I'm sorry, I scared her. Little black one. Escape. Remember the last show? I said, is somebody coming in my room? Because I heard the door open. And I was like, oh my God, I hope no one's coming in my room because like I'm alone in this house. Somebody's about to murder me on live stream right now. Turns out it was just the cats opening the fucking door up. Yeah. And this one escaped. And there's a window in the other room that Big Boomer, one of my rescue dogs, he knocked out because he's giant and he's an asshole. And so she jumped out the window, folks. She jumped out that fucking window. She's been out there for 3 days, and I've been looking at her on my I have this big movie screen that has all my security camera feeds. I got 8, 9 cameras around my house, so there's like 3, and it's like a huge security film. And so I was like watching her, just taunting me outside, but she won't come to me. Oh, hell no. So finally, I got her to come back in the room and recapture her. So that was my very tense week. And this one's a fucking horn dog. Look at her. She in heat, so she fucking going nuts everywhere. I want everybody to hump her. So they doing a little lesbianism right there. So if you're like into gay animal porn, you've come to the right place tonight. I'm sure there's like gonna be a lot of that going on. This is Teacup, and she is out of her mind with hormones right now. You sweet girl, I'm so sorry. I should have had you fixed, but I don't know. Enjoy it. Maybe they have fun doing it. And anyway, folks, super cool. As always, I'm going to read every single super chat at halftime. Super chats are the lifeblood of the show. It's how I'm able to stay in business. And I rescue a lot of dogs and cats. So if you guys want to support the show and help my animal rescue, super chatting is a great way to do that. And you also get to immortalize yourself forever and ever and ever in the super chats. And have your words read by moi. So do it to it. Super chat me, baby. But let's go ahead and kick the show off. As usual, open your hymnals to page 1, because it's time for... get it. Let's go. Religious bullshit. Religious bullshit. Religious motherfucking bullshit. Let's fuck. It's time for religious bullshit. I don't know why I didn't know whisper this week, but I'm like, let's whisper. Why not? I feel like the whisper song. Ever heard that? Terrible song. Anyway, first off on tonight's religious bullshit, scrolling up. Christian hate preacher, as if there's any other kind. This one reminds me of Ron Howard's brother. Clint, is that his name? I don't know, I said that last week, and they're like, what are you talking about? That's not Ron Howard's brother. I know, it was a joke. He reminds me of Ron Howard's brother, who I like. He's a likable actor, a funny looking guy, but who am I to judge? Anyway, this is hate preacher Tommy McCurdy, and he wants you guys to know that none of us have gay friends in real life. It's true, because gay people are like unicorns. They don't really exist very much. They're just a figment of Hollywood's imagination. Super cool.
And, you ask your average person today, everybody always talks about their gay friend or whatever that they have. But you know what? Most people today, even just these weak, lame, pathetic Christians that, talk about their gay friends and stuff, chances are your one token gay friend or whatever that you have is probably on social media and not even real life. Truth is, if you were actually around these people in real life, like you were real friends, where you went to their house,
They'd be butt fucking in
and you
front of
saw
you.
how they lived, you'd be so repulsed by them, you'd never want to have anything to do with them again.
Nope.
But the thing is, people think it's normal because they're seeing the Hollywood portrayal of these things.
Sexy Hollywood gays.
And, you ask your average person today, everybody always talks about their gay friend or whatever that they have.
So, I guess my gay friend is my sister, who is super gay, and I've been to her house, and it's nicer than my house. Pretty normal, except for there's like 2 chicks living there. So, hey, double the people to clean up. Misogyny. Anyway, think you doth protest too much. I bet you know a lot of gay people, Clint Howard. And then, speaking of the gays, another hate preacher, as if there's any type, Steven Anderson. Want you guys to know how much he hates gays, okay? I don't think you really understand his hatred for gays. He has to explain it to you in the most detailed terms that you can possibly imagine, just so you understand his revulsion to 2 guys blowing each other. And me doth think he protests too much. Let's have a listen.
And what these people do is every bit as gross, yay, much grosser than eating your own vomit.
It's not.
I would rather eat my own vomit out of a bowl with a spoon every day for the rest of my life.
Dude, just get a blowjob from a dude, okay? One blowjob from a dude. You don't have to eat vomit the rest of your life, okay? Doesn't that sound good? Just close your eyes, pretend it's a woman, get one blowjob, no vomit forever. No, you hate gay people so much you still won't get up. Psh, I don't believe you.
Until I'm 100 years old, than to engage in what they do one single time.
One single time, really? Amen.
And I'm not using hyperbole, I'm serious.
No, you're not. You're lying.
I would be like, okay, I'm ready for my daily meal.
You'd be getting your daily blowjob, dude. You know you would. You're disgusting.
Now look, that's pretty gross, right?
That's very
But you know
gross.
what? They're stinking gross.
They're
And you
just
know what?
normal
I'm
people.
sick of pretending that they're not. They're disgusting. They're filthy.
Why is a woman sucking your dick any grosser than a dude sucking your dick? It's still the same. I mean, I'm not sucking a dick. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to suck a dick. I don't like cum in my mouth. Never had it. But I'm guessing it's salty. Don't want it. But I'm just saying, what's grosser about a man doing it than a woman? It's just the same. It's just a dick in your mouth. Like, what the fuck, dude?
It's vile, it's gross, it's weird, it's sick, and every normal person knows that.
I don't know it.
Oh, I don't appreciate you, talking about eating a bowl of vomit. But you know what? Hey, I don't appreciate living in a society where their filth is shoved down my throat every day.
Their filth is what down your throat every day? I don't think you're doing it right, dude, because gay people ain't never shoved nothing down my throat. Now, the other way around, maybe, but...
Okay? And whatever, if you get exposed to one single faggot or transvestite, it's 100 times grosser than what I just said.
Really?
So deal with it.
Really? Watching gay porn one time is as gross as eating vomit every day for the rest of your life. I don't think so. Don't knock it till you tried it, but I'm pretty sure you have there, dude.
So get over it.
I would not get over it.
And so the Bible says,
Oh, I'm going right to the Bible. Who gives a shit what the Bible says? Man, they sure do hate the gays, don't they? It's like their whole church just revolves around gay hate. Grifting never been easier. And speaking of which, they canceled the gay Superman. No, I can't believe it. I had one good thing in my life, gay Superman. And they canceled this thing that I totally knew existed to begin with.
Breaking news, Chris just told me that the gay Superman was canceled. Praise God.
Praise God.
Praise God, we're so happy. Yes, we hate
A
gays.
gentleman from NDT, which does Epic News and Epic TV,
epic.
he said that the Communist China Party has bought Hollywood. They have purchased Hollywood. So everything that we're seeing coming out of the mainstream Hollywood movies has a communist bent.
All right, I got questions. First off, no, they didn't. Second off, literally nothing coming out of Hollywood that I've noticed has any kind of communist bent. Thirdly, does China love the gays? Is that what you're saying, Garrett? Because I hadn't seen that. I have not seen China have any affinity towards the gays. All kinds of questions, but I have some comments. But please continue, and please zoom in on this guy's face and even better, hairline.
we pray, Father,
you
that
go.
creatives would rise up and
Okay, I gotta stop you. Dude, okay, so, this dude's hair hates him so much, it's literally running away from his face. And it's run away up here, but there's these two little strands that have decided to grow for some reason. I guess it doesn't hate his face as much. So he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna let these two little strands, like, grow long and just leave them hanging here in the front. Like, dude, I don't give a fuck what shape your head is. You would look so much better. Just shave that shit. What even is this?
take this mountain. It is not too big.
Take it, Lord.
And you can throw it into the sea, Lord
Throw it,
God.
Lord.
But we want to reclaim it and use it for your purposes,
Reclaim it,
to get
Lord.
your messages out.
Get your messages out, Laura, but your message would be so easier to get out if I wasn't distracted by whatever this is, dude. What is going on? No, dude. No. I don't think Jesus is on your side. And then, back to that last one. Apparently they didn't even cancel the gay Superman. Apparently it's his son that's gay. And not only did they not cancel it, they're giving him his own series. So the opposite of that. So not only do you have the bad hairdo, but also God hates you because even more gay John Kent? I don't know. Don't know about the Superman. I don't watch or read comics. I just make them, sort of. I don't even do that very well. And then, just a normal news channel talking about how Joe Biden is bringing about the end times prophecy from the book of Revelations. And speaking of bad hair.
Amen. In the Gospel of Luke, Jesus said, quote, "And they shall come from the east and from the west and from the north and from the south, and shall sit down in the kingdom of God." But ironically, John, later in the Bible, in the book of Revelations, these passages speak only of the kings of the north, the south, the east, no mention of the king of
Kanye
the
West.
west.
Okay.
As we're continuing to see Joe Biden and the Democrats ushering in the fall of the West, could this be a sign that affirms Revelation's prophecy?
Definitely.
Well,
Okay, I got to stop this first off and comment on the dead muskrat on this guy's head. Like, what are you even thinking, dude? Look, if your hair is gray, fine. If you want to wear a toupee, fine. Get yourself a gray toupee to wear, or dye your side hair the color of your toupee. Don't just stick your wrong color toupee on top of your fucking gray hair. What even is that? What is going through your brain? Nothing? Okay, please continue.
Certainly doesn't disagree with it. I have to say that Revelations, though it was intended to be a warning to its readers, to the people, has come to be more and more realistic. And all you have to do is translate one term for another, which is easily done in Revelations, and you understand the current situation of the world. Yes, there's no mention.
I didn't warn you, motherfucker. That's going to be some kitty porn going on back here. Some lesbian kitty porn, so it's not nearly as creepy. Just enjoy the show, motherfuckers, all right? This is the greatest show in the history of mankind. We get to make fun of Christians and watch lesbian cat porn behind us. How can I do any better than this? What more could you ask? Are you not entertained?
Of an emperor of the West, and that perhaps presages what exactly has been happening for the last several years in the United States. We have decided to, I've heard, lead from behind and just be a good neighbor and just be, we're no more important than Nigeria. Well, sorry, that's just not true.
Yeah, fuck Nigeria. Is he right? And definitely Joe Biden ushering in the apocalypse. And hurry, Joe Biden. I don't know much more cat lesbian porn we can watch. I am not helping with the vow sex and I did already play that. And then on other religious bullshit, it's this guy, Christian hate preacher, Jonathan Shelley, folks, and spreading the Alex Jones conspiracy theories. What year is it again? He's still spreading the bullshit Sandy Hook conspiracy theories. We just saw their parents in court, all of them, fucking suing the shit out of Alex Jones. They were crying, they're upset about it, but who cares about reality? We have church to teach.
Women that are fine with their children dying, if your child died and you weren't sad or didn't weep for a really long time or didn't have like an emotional breakdown, you probably are just a wicked person. I mean, I don't think that that's possible, okay? Just like, all these parents from Sandy Hook, all their little 5-year-olds got killed and not a single one of them cried a single time.
They had, were you with them when they got the news? Were you with them ever? Have you ever met any of them? Have you ever seen them? Do you have cameras in their houses? I don't think you know what the fuck you're talking about, dude.
Now, that's my opinion.
Uh-huh.
Because I don't want to get sued or whatever. But
Sue this motherfucker.
I'm just saying it's my opinion that I'm skeptical of a parent that can't even cry. There's no tears.
I'm skeptical you have a dick. Prove me wrong.
When their little precious 5-year-old, was murdered in a senseless act, it's just like, come on, folks. That's not possible, okay? I would cry for sure. It's not
yes,
even
they
a question.
cried, I'm sure, very, very much. And you know what the fuck you're talking about, but why not just disparage the parents of murdered children for no fucking reason at church? Because, yeah, this is what church has become, folks. Isn't it super cool? Hey, but thank you for killing religion, which you're doing rapidly. So keep up the good work, asshats. And then Christian conspiracy theorist Dave Hayes wants us to know about how he can control the weather. You know, like Cat Curry can, but he's an asshole, and apparently he just lets the weather kill everybody else, and he only uses his super magical powers to protect his house, which I gotta say, dick move, dude, dick move, which I guess explains why your head looks like a penis.
What I've been doing is I've just been commanding there will be no dust storm on my property.
Boo.
Not in our neighborhood. It's not gonna happen. Last night, the storm rolls in, and I could see this massive dust storm coming toward us on the horizon. Just brown dust rolling. So I just started commanding, no dust storm. It's not on our property. It's not going to happen.
Not for us, anyway.
And sure enough, that dust storm came right up to our place. Mm-hmm. And there was a couple of gusts of wind on our back patio. I could see the trees moving around. No dust. When we do that,
fuck your neighbors, I guess.
When we exercise authority over the weather, we have seen it over and over again, where you can sometimes we'll watch on radar this thunderstorm cell moving right toward our house, and it'll split and go around us.
Kill everybody
see it
else.
on the radar.
Nice.
Some part goes to the east, part goes to the west, completely misses our house. This is real, and if
you know shit's real when somebody has to tell you how real it is. I know this sounds like bullshit, but it's real.
We end up in a time and place where there's nuclear fallout and contaminated dust and dirt and soot. There's no reason we can't command that stuff to leave, to go away, to be uncontaminated.
Cool. Don't worry about nuclear fallout then, folks. Hey, if Russia nukes us, this motherfucker, he's taking responsibility for keeping us all safe. So if anybody gets hurt, I know who to fucking blame.
To be hidden into the ground, Lord, take that cloud of radiated dust and put it in that cave and seal it up. You can do whatever you want.
We can do whatever we
want. We do
want.
not have to put up with the effects of radiation.
Then why did you let all those people die in all the hurricanes? Why are people continuously fucking dying from weather events all over the goddamn globe? Why are you killing people? If this were true, you know this doesn't make you look good, right? It makes you look like Homelander. Like you have all this power and you're not using it to actually fucking help anybody. Shithead. I'm starting to believe like you know what the fuck you're talking about. And then I almost feel like this is a direct attack upon me, folks. Dale Partridge says, when a woman can provide for herself, oh my, clutch the pearls. And a man can have sex with himself via porn. Oh, wait till you discover virtual reality porn. And pets are thought of as children. Yeah, and they also have sex too. Psh, we should not wonder why families are disappearing. I wasn't wondering. I know exactly why my family disappeared. Because I don't want one. Because like I stayed up until 4 o'clock in the morning playing a video game, and like literally nobody bothered me. Not a goddamn soul said a fucking word to me, and it was amazing. Best life ever. So yeah, fuck your wife, fuck your kids, but not really. You can keep them. No thanks. And one more. So folks, you remember how like 4 years ago, I was one of the first people to cover the story about Falwell having sex with this pool boy and then buying a gay flop house with this pool boy and being a cuck and watching as his pool boy fucked his wife. Remember, I was like the only one talking about this, and I was like, why is everybody not talking about this? It doesn't even make any sense. It's a huge story. It's the president of the largest Christian college in the world. It's a cuck, and the pool boy fuck his wife. Why is everybody talking about this? Apparently, it's just because I'm like years ahead of things, I guess. I'm just ahead of the fucking curve, which probably means that this show is going to become incredibly fucking popular like 3 years from now after I cancel it. So I'm looking forward to that day. But anyway, people are starting to finally goddamn talk about it, thanks to me. Take all the credit, of course I do. So there's a new documentary about Falwell and the pool boy and the wife fucking and the cucking and all of it. Let's take a look at the trailer.
As a pool attendant, I would get hit on, but if I would have known that accepting this woman's invitation to go back to her hotel room would have led to a scandal involving the president of the largest Christian university in the world and the president of the United States, I would have walked away and just enjoyed my private life.
The
Falwells are the Southern Gatsbys. They're wealthy, powerful,
with the Christians communications empire,
and they're sloppy.
They have a public image, but behind the scenes, they're freaks. At the time, I didn't really know who they were.
My brother was at the age of one of their sons. He started being friendly with the kids.
They had no idea that their dad liked to record his wife having sex with me.
What is happening?
There's a word for that.
Becky was in love with this kid. Jerry was looking at keeping his wife happy. They were bringing him into a world he couldn't imagine. Real estate, politics.
He was on top of the world.
I'm like, this is it.
And the wife,
I have
too.
never heard of anybody buying some kid that they met at the pool, $4.5 million business. Like, what's going on?
We have a very powerful endorsement coming.
Jerry Falwell Jr.
Trump didn't fit the model of the evangelical candidate. There was some sort of relationship between Falwell, the pool attendant, Trump, and Michael Cohen.
He was paid to dig up dirt on people and control them with that dirt.
I'm screwed.
This is where it became dangerous.
You don't know what lengths people are willing to go when they have so much to lose.
If they wanted to make me disappear, they could do it.
The Falwells are predators. Anytime you have sex and then mix religion, that's some nasty, nasty shit.
It was an atomic scandal. Jerry Falwell writes, I was not involved.
I know the truth about them, and the whole world is going to find out.
We are going to find out, although, like anybody watched me, you already knew, because I talked about this literally years ago. I've been covering it, and it's just crazy. First off, how nothing they say means anything. All this family values. Oh, sex is evil. You're being sinful. No, behind the scenes, they're always doing the same shit. They're just hypocrites. Every one of them's a fucking hypocrite. And of course, these are the evangelicals that threw their weight behind Trump and helped Trump get elected, because it's the goddamn trash world we live in. Christians are the biggest fucking morons on the goddamn planet. And also, the more somebody screams, I hate cucks, we should make fun of cucks. People that like to have other people fuck their wives. But like you go 4chan, where cuck is the #1 insult, like 10% of the threads in the porn side are about cucks. Just like they hate trans people, but 50% of the threads are about trans people. Every allegation is a confession from conservatives. That's always the fucking way. So why when somebody shits on gay people all the time, you know they're probably wrestling with some demons of their own. Self-hatred is a lot of the reasons people speak out about shit. So, hey, good. At least they're finally starting to cover the story that I covered many years ago. Hey, welcome on board, folks. I'm glad you're finally joining us in 2019. And, all right, that's my religious bullshit. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Go, Dusty, go with your mad moves. Hell yeah, you know me. I'm all about it, dancing in my chair. It's not very easy to dance when you're sitting down in a chair, but I still make it look good. Tom Arnold Schwarzenegger, he married Roseanne Barr, poor dude. They're true hypocrites. They are indeed. And I will donate to you every year. Thanks for all you do. Hey, thank you, Peter Sosna. I really appreciate all your support and the support of everybody. Get in your super chats if you haven't already do it. Great way to support the show. But now, moving right along, folks. Let's do some Trash World. Yeah. The Trash World. The Trash World. The dumpster fire. Hell is Trash World. Trash World. Poor boys fucking everybody's wife. Trash World. Trash World. And first off, on tonight's Trash World. Did you guys hear about this one? Prepare your shock face. You're going to need your shock face a lot tonight because there's so many things to be fake shocked about. First off, a Minnesota man who claimed Antifa, all the Antifas were out there, the evil Antifers. The Antifers set fire to his camper during the political unrest of 2020. Guess what happened, folks? I bet you can't guess. You know what happened, because he had displayed a Trump campaign flag. You know, Antifa is just going out there looking for people's bumper stickers in order to destroy their vehicles. Evil Antifa. They're always doing that. They don't do that. He admitted, of course, that he staged the entire event and committed insurance fraud. So, yeah, no shit. We already knew that to fucking begin with. This is what they always do. Spray paint their own shit, destroy their own shit, and blame the left because they're liars, and this is all they fucking got. So, yeah, already knew that one. And then you guys hear about this one. Apparently this, I guess it was a golf course, had a contest. If you make a hole-in-one on only the 10th hole, though, it has to be the 10th hole. If you make a hole-in-one, they're going to give you a $55,000 truck. And they were like, well, this is easy. All we have to do is say we're going to give this truck away for free advertisement. People come in and pay their fees in the contest, but no one is going to get a hole-in-one. That's just ridiculous to even, oh, somebody got a hole-in-one. Yep, it happened. And then suddenly they're like, oh shit. Yeah, you don't get the truck. Apparently, we never intended to give anybody a truck. We just lied about it. So he's suing them, and good, bankrupt these motherfuckers. The golf company said that the local dealership donated the truck, and the dealership said no. They asked to borrow the truck for their advertisements. We never agreed to give that truck to fucking anybody. So yoink! He took the truck away from the dude. He never got to begin with, even though he took pictures in front of it. So easy case. Dude gonna win himself a truck and probably some lawyer's fees and stuff. Bad decision, golf company. Might have wanted to actually have the truck available. And then in this trash world, Alex Jones worth $275 million, and all you have to do is look at the screen and scream, oh my God, the globalists are everywhere. They're in your trash cans. They're coming for your children. They're gonna drink their blood. Oh, buy my pills. Buy my pills. Don't you want to buy my pills? So I have to say, apparently, and you make millions. I should really do that because I have the voice for it, but I'm honest or some shit. Sucks. It sucks. But anyway, apparently some of the lies can eventually catch up with you, which makes you fat and old like Alex Jones. And so he lied about the Sandy Hook family, said that they were actors and their kids didn't die. Only they did, and then his crazy ass cult went out and harassed them, threatened them, sent them death threats, and made their life a living hell. So they sued him, and it's been a long time. But today, another lawsuit verdicts came in, and he owes almost $1 billion fucking dollars. So of course it's Alex Jones, and he was like, folks, I just want to sit here humbly and think about what I've done, and I understand how I hurt all these people. I understand how my lies affected the innocent other people who are just suffering from their kids dying. I can't believe I did this. I'm so ashamed of my actions, and the first thing I'm going to do is give them every opinion I've earned over the last years, the millions I've collected. I'm just going to give it all to them to try to make up for them. No, he didn't do that? No, of course he didn't. This is what happened instead.
And from Remington, ain't gonna be happening. Ain't no money.
Our verdict as to damages in this case, we award damages to each plaintiff and against Alex Jones and three.
I killed the kids, folks. I think.
Number one, compensatory damages. Instructions. Fill in both numbers for each plaintiff, then go.
Now remember, I'm in bankruptcy. We got 2 years of appeals. The money you donate does not go to these people. It goes to fight this fraud.
Yeah, the money you get is not going to my victims. Not going to actually help anybody. It's going to me, who already has several $100 million. So hey, go work at your jobs, work your ass off, exchange your very finite, very valuable life hours for money, and then send it to me, a guy who already has a couple $100 million. And don't worry, it's not going to people who deserve it. I'm gonna keep every penny, which is a super cool thing to say live on your broadcast when they're gonna come after every penny you have, dude.
And it goes to stabilize the company. They want us shut down. That's why the ambulance chasers did this, why they use these families. So saveinfowars.com. We're fighting Goliath. We'll win because of you. Saveinfowars.com, infowarsstore.com. Double Patriot points, 10% off at 1776 right now.
Yeah, folks, double Patriot points. Don't you want to be a patriot? Are you not a patriot? Are you not giving Alex Jones even more money to help fight the parents of dead children? What's wrong with you? Why are you not a patriot?
An InfoWars store. But you see, you want somebody to fight for you? I'm doing it, and you see what they do. So you want to fight? That's fine. It's your decision. But that's where we are. That's the whacked out system of the left.
That's right. I'm fighting for you, folks. I got $275 million, and I'm literally just lying to you and conning you out of your money and selling you pills that don't do fucking shit and enriching my own self. But hey, I'm fighting for you, morons. If you don't give me money, then you're not a patriot. And then here he is also talking about the $1 billion in damages.
They want to scare everybody away from freedom and scare us away from questioning Uvalde and what really happened there.
Oh my God, he's questioning Uvalde too. Of course, he's doing it differently this time. He's still the same shtick, but now he's just claiming, yes, Uvalde happened. Yes, the parents did lose their children, but the government forced the guy to walk in Uvalde and kill all those kids for, reasons. It's always like the government's going to come and get our guns, even though they've done this 1,000 times before and never come get our guns yet. But don't worry, it's happening, so send me more money, folks.
Or Parkland or any other event. And guess what? We're not scared, and we're not going away, and we're not going to stop. And literally, for hundreds of thousands of dollars, I can keep them in court for years. I can appeal this stuff. We can stand up against this travesty.
Yeah, if you just send me a couple $100,000, folks, we can make their lives even worse than they already have. We could never give them a penny or any satisfaction or, help undo the wrong I've done, period. I'll take your money and I'll abuse these people even more. Don't you want to be a patriot?
Against the billions of dollars they want. It's a joke. So please go to InfoWarsStore.com and get Vitamin Mineral Fusion, get X3, get all the great products.
Great products, folks.
That are there that keep us on air at InfoWarsStore.com. They want
to made $275 million in 3 years, folks. That's how depressing this goddamn trash world is. All it's going to do is make more and more and more money from these fucking idiots because this is what the world rewards. And I'm like all of you. I don't think anything's going to ever be done, really. I think he's going to be able to evade paying these people forever, string it out forever, hide all his ill-gotten gains. But I'm trying to be optimistic because experts are on the record saying that he's unlikely to escape all of the penalty. He's going to have to pay a lot of it out. They're going to find the money. He can't hide it forever. He can't make this go on forever. And I'm hoping the experts are actually right. I'm hoping that for once one of these rich assholes is held accountable, but I still don't feel like there's any justice in this world. I still feel like justice is just a fairy tale that they tell us is true, so we don't riot in the streets and murder them all. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys up to date on the story as it progresses. And then on Trash World, Charlie Kirk, all the usual suspects came out in defense of Alex Jones. When you got these guys on your team, you're probably a horrendous piece of shit. Charlie Kirk says, this isn't about calculating real damages for Alex Jones. It's about sending a message that you can't go out there and lie about dead children and hurt their families. This is about sending a message. True. If you upset the regime, the regime of murdered children's parents, the evil murdered children parent regime, they will destroy you completely and utterly forever. Just this fiction that there's some kind of regime that Alex Jones is actually fighting against. All he's doing is making up a boogeyman and convincing idiots that it's true. And Charlie Kirk does not believe a fucking word of this. He just has a lot of the same fan base that Alex Jones does. He's picking a lot of the same pockets. Grifters of a feather flock together. And that's why he has to stand up for Alex Jones. It's the only reason. And another example of this, Marjorie Trader Green. No matter what you think of Alex Jones, I think a lot about him. All he did was speak words. That's slander, though. That's you can't use your platform to lie about other people and cause them harm. We have laws against that. So, yeah. He was not the one who pulled the trigger. Were his words wrong? And did he apologize? He never really apologized. He's like, I'm sorry, but fuck it. I'm not apologizing anymore. He seemed so apologetic, didn't he? Wasn't that a hugely apologetic human being you just watched on your video? That's what freedom of speech is. Freedom to speak words. Yeah, you're not allowed to slander people, though, because that's sort of how the whole system works. And you know that. Political persecution must end. Yeah, won't the victims, the parents of dead children, please stop their political persecution, because they really give a shit about that. And then, richest man in the world, Elon Musk. Apparently, it has been reported that he spoke to Vladimir Putin before tweeting his Ukraine peace plan, which was direct propaganda from the playbook of the Kremlin. Sounded like he was speaking Vladimir Putin's words directly from Putin's lips. Don't know if he was not. Now, he denies it, but one of his friends said he was told. Brimmer subsequently, that's a word, why can I say that word? Reiterated his initial claims, which he first made to his Eurasia Group newsletter subscribers. Like Musk, he took it to Twitter. Elon Musk told me he had spoken with Putin and the Kremlin directly. This is Ian Bremmer, who doesn't really have any reason to lie about this. He's a political scientist, author, teacher at Columbia. Of the two people, which one would I trust more? Elon Musk, a known liar and con man, or Ian Bremmer? Gotta go with Ian Bremmer on this. But, you know, Elon says it didn't happen. Wasn't there, don't know. But it did sound like that happened. And then people were pointing out, hey, this sounds like a violation of the Logan Act, which was enacted in January 30th, 1799, and it criminalizes negotiations by unauthorized American citizens with foreign governments having a dispute with the United States. I mean, I guess technically their dispute is with Ukraine and not us, so maybe he didn't violate it, but immediately he was like, oh, shit, I'm already having enough legal trouble right now. I'm being investigated, so he came out there and said, nobody should trust Bremmer. Bremmer's lying. I never talked to Vladimir Putin, so I don't know who you believe, but it ain't Musk, in my opinion. And then, yeah, here he is, now saying that he could no longer afford all the Starlink, which is the satellite systems they put in place in the Ukraine. So first he offered, this is like not a solution anybody was really thinking of, but he's like, hey, we can send all these Starlinks to Ukraine and that'll help them communicate. And so they didn't even know this was an option, but then they got them. They could have set up something else in place, something that they had more control over, but he offered, so they took him up on his offer. And then they built their entire military around this particular system. And now that they're in the throes of battle, it's heated up, and now he's like, oh, I can't afford anymore, guys. You're suddenly gonna have to pay me, almost like he's a Russian asset who's trying to hurt the chances of Ukrainians winning the war. Elon Musk Starlink says it can no longer afford to give Ukraine free service and asked the Pentagon to pay for it. Starlink had been a game changer in the war. This comes days after the Ukrainian ambassador told Musk to fuck off. And so Musk has to be a smartass about it because it's a game to him. People are dying, people being raped and murdered, genocided. So he's like, we're just following his recommendation. Shruggy shoulders, 200,000 likes. What do you want us to do? We're going to have a lot of people murdered and killed. Like a scene from The Office. Oh, well. What, you told me to fuck off, one dude, so I have to let innocent people get murdered and killed. I mean, I'm the richest person in the world, but I can't afford to help them. Oh, well, yo. Yeah, hero, fucking Elon Musk in this trash fire. And so yeah, Musk threatens to stop funding Starlink internet Ukraine relies on for war. Elon Musk said Friday that his space company could not continue funding the Starlink satellite service that has kept Ukraine and its military online during the war, sparking an uproar as he suggested he was pulling free internet after Ukrainian ambassador insulted him on Twitter. A Starlink cutoff would cripple the Ukrainian military's main mode of communication and potentially hamstring its defenses by giving a major advantage to Russia, which has sought to jam signals and phone service in the eastern and southern combat zones. So, yep, richest man in the world playing with lives like it's a fucking game because he got insulted on Twitter. Super cool world. And he keeps claiming that he spent $80 million, but he hasn't put forth any kind of evidence this is true, because by everything I've researched, they paid him millions for these Starlinks. U.S. quietly pays millions to send Starlink terminals to Ukraine, contrary to SpaceX claims. The U.S. is even paying him 2.5 times per unit than he's charging consumers. So he's claiming that he donated a bunch of it, he sent all this money, but evidence suggests he's been paid handsomely, and I doubt very seriously he is out a single fucking dollar from any of this shit. He's just a fucking liar. And also it was revealed that he is not letting his internet service work in Crimea, which is the territory Russia annexed. Ukrainians are like, hey, we might want to do some military actions over in Crimea, which was illegally annexed and taken over by Russia. And Elon Musk is like, no, satellite service doesn't work there. Almost like he's taking his orders directly from Putin now. And what I believe probably happened, I have no idea. I am not a fly on the wall at Elon Musk's house. But probably what happened was, at first, he saw how popular it was to be a supporter of the Ukraine on Twitter and social media. And Elon is so desperate to be liked by people on the internet. It's pathetic, actually. It's really sad. I feel sorry for him. And he was like, oh, okay, well, I should be on the Ukrainian side, right? I should go help them out because I'll be super popular if I do that. And then all the chuds that he follows started being Putin apologists. They started flooding his timelines with pro-Russian propaganda and started letting him be known that the maggots actually are in support of Russia. What are you, hey, quit please, are actually in support of Russia. And so he started thinking, oh, maybe I'm the wrong side of this to be a chud. Maybe I'm supposed to be pro-Putin and pro-Russia, which would kind of explain his actions. But maybe it's just also that he just wants to make lots of fucking money, because never a fuck enough for the richest man in the world, mentally impaired with this craziness. Cat, would you please stop doing whatever you do? I guess there's a mosquito up there the cat is freaking out about. I'm sorry for the noise. Although I'm making more noise than the cat is about it. And then, did you guys see this one? So it didn't go over too well over in Ukraine, his antics the last week that's going to get people killed and shit. So there was a billboard, a giant billboard in Ukraine that thanked the different Americans who had helped him out in the war, and Elon Musk was prominently featured. So now Ukrainians are covering up his part of the picture out there. They have Leonardo DiCaprio and was that Doctor Strange up there? I don't know, but you know who's not up there anymore? Elon Musk, because they covered his ass up. And is that the Game of Thrones woman? Anyway, thank you to all of you, not you, Elon. So expect things to go even worse in the Ukrainian war thanks to Elon Musk, because it's a goddamn trash world. And speaking of which, he also came out with this peace plan between China and Taiwan, which is basically just talking points directly from China, because it seems like he's taking his talking points now directly from China and Russia, which is weird. And so immediately after he put out this advice on how Taiwan should be run like Hong Kong and China should control it part of the time, and I guess Taiwanese people should control it part of the time, compromise. Immediately, China gave Tesla several different tax breaks. Because we see what Musk cares about. He doesn't care about human lives or sovereignty of countries or human rights. Money. That's what he thinks about 24/7 and will literally do anything for money. So, I'm starting to think, folks, we might need a new Twitter. At first, I was thinking, it's not going to be any big deal. He can't really fuck it up. But I don't know, man. I think maybe people are going to leave Twitter in mass. I think there might be some kind of alternative to Twitter come out, and people get sick of Elon Musk's shit and just bail out, and he has a $44 billion MySpace site eventually. So let's see if that fucking happens, but not looking good for the future of Twitter, in my opinion. Bad. And then, what is this one? Oh yeah, and folks, remember I was talking on the last show how Kanye West went on Twitter and basically shit on the Jews. The Jews run everything. The Jews. My life is bad because I the Jews. He's a a black white supremacist. That's what he's become. Not really. He's not really a white supremacist, but he's just an edgelord who would do anything for attention. And being a black guy who spouts white supremacist propaganda and becomes a maghead is a great way to get attention from a certain set of people and doesn't really give a shit. So he starts talking about the Jews. But don't worry, folks. Elon Musk talked to him about it. And it's all better. Musk says, I talked to Ye today and expressed my concerns about his recent tweets, which I think he took to heart. So don't worry, problem solved, folks. Remember, I was talking about how it's going to be interesting to see how Elon Musk handles this sort of stuff when he becomes the owner of Twitter. How he's going to manage the content, if he's going to end up banning people who say the N-word or spread homophobia, transphobia, bigotry of all types. How is he going to handle it? Well, apparently, he's just going to personally contact all these people and say, shh, I don't know about that post. I think you can do better. And they're going to be like, okay, Elon, you got me. Oh, I just love you so much, Elon. I'm going to quit being a bigot now. So I think Elon going to be busy. That's what I think in the future. But at least he has a reasonable, logical, effective solution to handle bigotry on the platform in the future. So can't wait to see that. And yeah, his antics don't seem to be helping his company. Holy shit. Tesla dropped another 7.5% today. If you would have bought Tesla stock in January, you lost half your money. Down 48.74%, and it's almost entirely because this idiot cannot shut the fuck up. Dude has lost more money than any human being will ever fucking lose because he just wants to run his fucking mouth on Twitter. If he'd have just put his nose to the grindstone and focused on cars and SpaceX and shit, the stock would still be at $500. This is what a fucking insane egomaniac he is. He's so worried about being loved by chuds that he'll literally lose $100 billion just to have somebody suck his dick on Twitter. It's pathetic. But you know what else is pathetic? How effective he is at getting sycophants and his fan base to do whatever he wants them to do. And also how easy it is for rich people to make any more money, even more money. Case in point, he made $2 million already off a cologne that he hasn't even developed yet called Burnt Hair. Elon Musk says he sold $2 million worth of his new burnt hair fragrance in 24 hours. On Tuesday, the billionaire announced his foray into the beauty space with a debut fragrance. Dubbed Burnt Hair, the perfume is described as the essence of repugnant desire. On Twitter, he joked the beauty venture was inevitable considering his name is Musk, blah, 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 blah. $100 a bottle, folks. So $20,000 worth. So this is the world we live in. This is how trash this world is. The poorer you are, the harder it is to get money. The richer you are, the easier it is to get money. The lonelier you are, the harder it is to find somebody to spend time with. The less you want anybody to spend time with, the easier it fucking gets. The thirstier you are, the harder it is to get a fucking drop of water. The more water you have, it rewards the opposite of everything it should fucking reward. It's like we live in some kind of bizarro simulation that's just here to test the limits of how much we can fucking take before we... Never mind. I'm not suicidal. That's a joke. Please do not fucking... God damn it. Last time I didn't even make a joke last time. And Facebook was like, we think you're suicidal. We're banning your video. I'm not fucking suicidal. I would never kill that was a joke. I shouldn't have said that. God damn it. Anyway, it's a trash world. That's what I'm getting at. And but who could blame Musk? Is he trolling? He sold $2 million with it. So, I mean, is it a troll? Yes. Is it still a way to make money? Yes. Did he make $2 million? Yes. But speaking of the Russian war, who can blame Elon and all the conservatives for supporting Russia? When shit like this is going on, Russia bans doctors and medics from leaving country. That's a bad sign. Russian doctors and medical workers have been handing letters from authorities telling them not to leave the country, according to local news outlets. I guess they're planning on a lot of motherfuckers getting hurt over there for some reason. Bad time to be Russian, in my opinion. And I told you guys before how Russian talking points is basically just full MAGA now. They're trying to not just appeal to their own soldiers, but they're also trying to appeal to the conservative Americans who will help them, like Donald Trump, first of all. That's what they really want most. But also help them spread their Russian propaganda narratives all over. And we're seeing it like with Tulsi Gabbard and Jimmy Dore and, and all kinds of maggots everywhere. They're doing it. And so they basically switched gears. They used to be like, oh, well, you have to fight in the Ukraine. You have to risk your life and murder strangers you know nothing about because they're all Nazis and we have to protect our country from Nazis. But they're over there and they haven't really found any Nazis. So they're switching up the game now. So now they're literally telling them, you have to go kill these people and risk your life because of the gays, folks. This is their new excuse. This is their pep talk for trying to whip their soldiers up into a murderous rage. The gays. I shit you not. This sounds exactly like something a Trump supporter would say. Here's a Russian commander giving his troops a pep talk and explaining to them why they have to fiercely fight for the motherland and kill innocent strangers. I promise we will win this holy war. Who is fighting against us? People who say that their God is Satan. First off, none of us believe in Satan. I mean, that's Christians. I mean, you are the people that believe in Satan, not us. Satanists are at war with us. People who impose on us that you and I should go to LGBT parades. That our children should become not clear who LGBT followers. So that we have gay parades. That's right, folks. You got to go murder your enemies because of gay parades. Like, how can this be real life? They're literally using gay parades as an excuse for war now. That's where we've come in our society. You know that no one is going to fucking force you to go to gay parade. Stay your ass at home. Who gives a shit? What are you even talking about? I believe that the men who have gathered here are exactly those men who in no case would like to see their children at gay parades. We are exactly those men who would not want to see our neighbors, our friends, ourselves to become part of their world and their society. You know, our society where we force everybody to go to gay parades at gunpoint. We are not like that. We are a people for whom there is a mother, father, God, religion, and everything else that the Almighty gave us. That's the whole point. That's right. Once again, the gays and trans people destroying the earth, gonna cause nuclear war. Why are you gay people so powerful? Forcing all of us to go to gay parades. I just want to be left alone, but I can't because every goddamn day is another gay parade you're forcing me to go to here in the real world that we all live in. I'm like, holy shit, how is this real life right now? It's just so crazy. It's hard to take seriously, but we have to, because of a nuclear war and whatnot. But like I said, they're specifically trying to kowtow to American conservatives, to the MAGA movement, to the America First movement, who has now become the Russia First movement. Case in point, here is Dalton Clodfelter, who I guess is headlining a lot of America First white supremacist MAGA events in the not too near future, not making this up. And here he is talking about how Putin is the greatest leader in the world.
If I were to fight for anybody, it would be Vladimir Putin.
Then what's stopping you, fucko? I guarantee you he will let you go over there and do that. 100% you could go over there. Why aren't you? Why? Because you're full of shit? Because you're a liar? Because you're a doughy little bitch who's just running your fucking mouth?
Who is the only open nationalist standing against the globalist regime.
Oh, God.
The only one in the world, really, right now. Of course, the people that we commonly think of as evil, Saudi Arabia, Iran, China, right? These people.
They're the good guys now, folks. Saudi Arabia, China. They're the good folks.
They're supporting Vladimir Putin now. Who's really evil? What country represents Sodom and Gomorrah, really?
Amsterdam?
The country that glorifies gay sex, gambling, porn addiction to drugs and alcohol.
Definitely Amsterdam.
Probably that country. A country that is completely lost on God. I mean, who's really evil?
You think China likes God? You ever, looked into China?
In America, or who is really evil in this conflict?
You?
I would say that it is the United States. I would say that the United States is the great Satan.
I mean, United States bad. We done a lot of bad shit, but in this particular conflict, we're actually trying to help people defend their lives and not get raped and murdered and genocide, which makes us, I don't know, okay, at least neutral, I guess, on the scale of good and bad. But yeah, this is Russian propaganda being fed to us by conservatives 24 hours a day. So no wonder Elon Musk seems to be kind of switching sides a little bit. He getting his marching orders. And one more on the trash world. J.K. Rowling, folks, this is what they always say. When rich people are called out for the evil they've done, they always say the same thing. Well, I'm rich. I'm okay with all the evil I've done because I'm rich. I'm okay that people hate my guts because I'm rich. Ha ha. Somebody asked her, how do you sleep at night knowing you've lost a whole audience from buying your books? How do you live knowing that all these kids that grew up reading your books now can't stand you? They think you're a harmful, negative person to our society. How do you feel about that? And her response is, I read my most recent royalty checks and find the pain goes away pretty quickly. Ha ha, yeah. Who gives a shit how many people I hurt? Who gives a shit if I'm hated? I'm rich, y'all. So, trash. And the saddest part of this, I saw Minty Kalig, is that her name? The chick from the Mindy Project and The Office. She liked this post. What up with that, Mindy? I hope that was an accident, but like. I'm going to be so disappointed in Mindy if it's not. Shh, get your shit together, Mindy. And all right, that is the trash world. And once again, it lived up to the billing because the entire show is trash world, isn't it? And what you got to say, Dirty Six Explorers? Russian troll in the open. Yup. I can't wait to see him sign up. I'm sure that's going to happen any second. Dusty. I think conservative U.S. is really evil, and China, Iran, Saudi Arabia, North Korea, and Russia, yeah, they're all pretty fucking bad, to be honest with you, I guess. Think you mean Antwerp? Probably. I mean a lot of things I don't say because it's live and words are hard. And, all right, cool. One more section, folks. Get your super chats in. Gonna read all of them at halftime, but before then, it's time for a little bit of this, which is called What the Fuck? Explosions everywhere. Bright lights, loud noises. What the fuck? And first off, on what the fuck, Internet Dark Lord, I was going to say dark web, that makes more sense. Internet Dark Web member Brett Weinstein putting out some spicy conspiracy theories today. And did you guys know that the reason the military has a mandate on vaccinations is because they're trying to harm and kill our military? That's right. The Democrats want to weaken the U.S. military for, I don't know why. Don't worry about why. It just doesn't, don't worry about that. They are doing it, and he knows this is true because he's a scientist, and it's just science. I don't have any evidence to back this up, and it doesn't make any sense, but I'm a scientist, and science tells me that this must be true.
This again matches exactly what you would predict if somebody was not interested in our long-term well-being as a nation, because for whatever reason, the policies that are so devastating here are being advanced most aggressively by what I call the blue team, the Democratic Party, of which I've been a lifelong member, but I started making money, a lot of money, becoming a right-wing grifter, so I just leaned hard into it, and then my fan base became all right-wing, and they kiss my ass all the time, and they make me a lot of money, so I basically sold out everything I believe, all my morals, my integrity, but hey, like J.K. Rowling, I just count my money every night and sleep on a stack of 20s, and it's all super cool. I can't even recognize that party now, and so if you were interested in keeping that party in power so that it could continue to advance bad policy.
Okay.
But you also were interested in degrading military readiness.
Wait, what is the connection? How does degrading the military help Democrats stay in power?
Then the mandates might persist in the military while they are withdrawn in advance of midterm elections or something like that. in the civilian population. I mean, I hear myself saying that, and I know how it sounds. On the other hand, I'm a scientist, and what I do is I look at patterns and I eliminate potential explanations based on the fact that they don't fit until we're down to a small number of explanations.
That's right, folks. It's just science. The military is vaccinating the soldiers because they want to weaken them. The Democrats hate this. It's just, but wait a minute. I'm also a scientist, and I have an alternative theory. Maybe the effects of COVID are devastating, and they want to make sure the troops stay healthy so they don't have not only a shortage of troops having to recover from the COVID virus, but also we don't know the devastating effects of long COVID and the billions and both man hours and also medical care needed by the military. That would be just devastating when that money could be used to train more troops and actually make our military much stronger. And also, since I am a scientist, perhaps the reason that Brett Weinstein is putting out this incredibly stupid theory that goes against all reasonable logic is because he is a Russian disinfo agent who is directly being paid by Putin in order to traitorously backstab his own country in order to make a stack of bills for himself. I don't know. Once again, no evidence of that, folks, but I, as a scientist, I've eliminated all the other possibilities, and this is the only thing that makes sense. So I don't know. Scientifically, he works for Russia. That's just the truth. It has to be. And that is... No, it's not. Next up on What the Fuck. Oh, yeah, folks. I wish Meghan McCain would better explain what she meant by this. Meghan McCain says, just a reminder that Kanye West has twice as many followers on Twitter as there are actually Jewish people who live on planet Earth. What? Okay. Who cares? What is the point? So we should listen to Kanye shit on Jews because he has a lot of Twitter followers? Is that the point she's making? I don't know. What the fuck, folks? Maybe somebody can explain this to me. And then, folks, did you see this one? So apparently Sarah Palin shoots cameos for a living. Once again, this is why I don't shoot cameos. Instead of making a couple $100 reading things to you guys, I do it for like $2. Capitalistic genius. But anyway, and she recorded this video herself and uploaded it herself. And I don't want to tell tales out of schools, folks, but I think she might be on the drugs. Watch this and tell me if you agree with me.
They're paid to cook out Sarah Palin to drag me for Christmas.
Help make the world a better place. To make our country great again. Right, Jenny? Bless your heart. Kim, and, hey, Mr. Case. Tracy, you have great success all over the place. Speaking of kids, our offspring. Just one failure, not a failure, but one shortcoming, and that would be, what the heck where did you go wrong with she who is so loved and adored also, Jenny, politically speaking? No, diversity is the whatever of the whatever. Great. No, Jenny, heck, you're there in New York City, of course that's... How in the world could you have the right leanings there in New York City? You got a lot tougher than I do. I'm here up in the frozen north where everybody's independent and it's all about pioneering and the frontier spirit. It's all about freedom. That's why I live here.
What the fuck was that? What are you saying? What is even happening here? And how much did you pay for that? Because it wasn't enough. Should have got more money for that bullshit, Sarah Palin. Drunk? Drugs? Cocaine? Don't know. All of it. And speaking of what the fuck, folks. All right, so sometimes I'm scrolling through Facebook. And whenever I see a video that says watch until the very end, I immediately scroll past it and don't watch it, period. Because if you tell me to watch the very end, it's never anything. It's just telling you that to waste your fucking time. It's all bullshit. It's a fucking scam. Never watch those videos until this one came along, folks. And holy shit, watch to the end.
Constantly like a child in my
People
own
in
house.
love, they yell at each other all the time.
Oh, that's true.
Ask him,
He's
been married for how long?
Over 20-something,
For over 20
Look at him, though.
years.
He look mad. You don't look happy, brother. You don't look happy.
He's very happy.
Min Chow, a former TV show bailiff and current Harris County deputy charged with his wife's murder, now ordered not to attend her funeral. Renard Spivey appeared before a judge today. He's facing very specific rules for his bond. David Gonzalez explains.
Well, that was a foreshadowing. What the fuck? He wasn't happy. That guy is a reader of human beings. Want to hire that guy to work for me. He's spot on with that shit. Saw that from across the room. And then on what the fuck, folks, here's a good note for you before you watch this video. I learned this today. We're learning together. Apparently, water is slang for PCP. That's all you need to know. Water equals PCP.
She don't got no shoes on. I know. No.
Send me all these days.
I am.
Does she need some water?
Look at Noonie across the street. Noonie going to.
Girl, go on and get ready. Okay. What the hell?
She on
water. Hey, girl. She on water. What the heck?
Oh,
shit!
Hey, she trying to take out. She finna take out shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, she took out. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, damn. Oh, oh, damn. Damn. Right with your stupid ass. Oh, shit. Oh, me, I did. Oh. Oh, me.
Good drugs.
Damn! She got in water.
Oh, snap.
I'm suddenly very thirsty. I want some water, y'all.
Oh, no.
She on the water.
Oh, wow.
She on the water.
Oh, my God. You see?
So, yeah, water, folks. Might want to avoid that or not. It looks like a good time, but don't worry. We'll just have to pay for that taxpayer money. It's fine. It's not like it comes out of their pockets. The cops will be cool. It's amazing. And then one more on what the fuck to finish this out with, folks. And before I play this, I want to say this is real. This, and I'm not jokingly saying this real. This is actually real. This is from an actual Scooby-Doo. I looked into it. I did my research. This is a real clip from a real children's Scooby-Doo show.
Oh no! It's a morgue! All those patients that disappeared, they're dead!
What the fuck? Why did Fred do that? What the? Is he in a necrophilia? Why is Fred going over there, lifting up the bottom of the fucking corpse sheet and then looking at the dead corpse? What is happening in this world? Okay, that is real. I told you the truth about that, but there is some context. Okay, I'm going to tell you the context. Apparently underneath was a whole bunch of gold, and it was just a ruse to hide the gold. Now, why this stupid fucking criminal didn't just like put it in body bags? Why cover up the gold with just a blanket where anybody could just uncover that shit and put a wig, which no one would believe this fucking wig is a human head? That's just bad criminals. But it's Scooby-Doo, and they're often not very good at crime on there, so makes sense. But also, he didn't know that before he went and lifted it up. So I'm just saying, Fred into the necrophilia a little bit. A little bit. Yeah, my cat's back there licking its crotch the whole show, but this is the greatest show in the world. What do you expect, okay? This is what we do on this show. And that is my what the fuck section. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And it's halftime, folks. And you know what that means. Time to shill for money. And if you love my show, and you know you do, you're the only people watching it. Patreon.com/podcast. There's a link in the description of this video. It's a great way to help with the show and the animals. Like, you want to see these cute little motherfuckers lick their crotches during the show? You have to help me out, all right? $1 or $2 a month. I know it's annoying to put your credit card information in, but please do it. Please, I'm begging you. I'll suck your dick for some Patreon. And let me get this straight. And also, if you look at the where did I do it? If you look at the video and shit, the link in the description of the video is a link to my Patreon, and you can buy my book. You can do all those things. You know how it fucking works. I don't have to show for money too much. You guys understand how the process works. Also hit the like button. Don't bail out though. In 5 minutes after read the super chats, we're going to do a long Shud watch. So that's coming up. Kuya Rick Kelly, $2, throwing out the tip jar for the kiddies. Hell yeah, thank you, Kuya. Parker Aguirre, what's up, Parker? President Biden is in California, right? If I get the chance, I'll tell him about your show. We gonna get you to the top, my guy. Do it. That sounds like a good publicity stunt. Ray Fuller, $50. Woohoo, Ray Fuller. Hell yeah, that is very generous. Love you, Dusty. Keep doing what you do. I will, Ray Fuller. You keep doing what you do. Support this show. I'll do it forever, folks. Sinister Intelligence. New job. 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Can catch the show now. Mass shooting in North Carolina. All right, I will cover that on the next show, probably. Thank you. Good to see you tonight. Daniel Flores, 20 pounds. Very generous, Daniel. I am really afraid about Elon Musk possibly buying Twitter. Looks like he's going to. It is still a relevant platform, and we can expect Russian bots, chuds, and right-wing idiots taking over. Left-wing accounts may get massively banned. We'll see what happens. But I have a feeling there's going to be some competitor pops up and everybody's going to switch over. That'd be my guess. It'll be a MySpace all over again. Who's going to renew Facebook? Maybe me. Duster. And Robert Coultier became a Dust Buddy. Welcome to the Dust Buddies. You too can become a Dust Buddy for $2.99 a month and get customized emojis to spam the chat with, like Chud Watch and all kinds of bullshit. So you should do that because the cool kids are doing it. Peer pressure. Peter Sosna, $20. I'm retired on a fixed income, so I can't contribute much or often. But today I'll be because of how you helped me a year ago. To BC. What did I do? I'll take all the credit in the world, though. Thank you. That is very generous, Peter. Good to see you tonight. And Perts Pinogol, $6.99 on Moonrocks. Thanks for your great work, fellow Aspie. Here tonight from Canada. What is Moonrocks? Is that ecstasy? And send me some. Link in the description of the video to my P.O. box. You guys can send me anything. I'm definitely not telling you guys to send me drugs. I'm just saying, like, if you wanted to send me other things that aren't drugs, you could. Or anything, really. And Cubert Lover 902, you should sell Dusty shock face mask for Halloween. I'm bad at capitalism, but I'll keep that under advisement. Kuya Rook Kelly, I'm going to donate to you every time some Trash Goblin you review asks me for a donation tonight. All right, Trash Goblins, ask Kuya for donations. Apparently, that's the way that works. Blazing Chronic, $20. Woohoo! This for the greatest women show on the planet. Hey, thank you for your generosity and your honesty there, Blazing Chronic. Michael Hardinson, $10. Got laid all today. I'm sorry. Shurian sucks. Have a tiny portion of my severance package. Keep up the good work. Hey, at least you got a severance package, and I'm sure you're very handsome and smart, and you'll get another job instantly. I'm sucking up because you give me money. Jason Henderson, the movie Idiocracy had it all wrong. It didn't sink low enough, fast enough. In Chud We Trust. It was a documentary, but a funny one. Keep it lovered. $20. Woohoo! The rich should pay more money to the poor. True story. Bernie Sanders says you can still be rich and still give money to the poor. They only want to give a penny rather than substantial amount of money to tilt the scales. Yep. They're like hoarders. They need therapy. Queer money. Oh, yeah, I'll take your queer money. Just don't force me to go to more parades, please. And Brandon Karate, $10. Dusty, will you shout out my beautiful wife, Brooke? What up, Brooke? Brandon loves you. We're watching you live together for the first time together while rolling on Molly. That sounds amazing. I am jealous. I am not even on nicotine or anything. Psh, wait till the show's over. Deadpool, $5. If I were to guess, I think she's saying Kanye has more influence based on numbers than Jews, or that his falling can be a weapon against Jews. Oh, maybe. That would be almost a good take for her, though. It seems like she's saying something bad because she's an idiot, but maybe this is what she's saying, and that would actually be better. Kuya Rick Kelly, I'm suddenly very thirsty for water. You and me both. You know what I'm talking about. Wink. Blowjob. Kuya Rick Kelly, $20. Scooby-Doo is based wrecking old rich white dude schemes. I know, right? Just pull off that mask. Never know who the fuck's under there, but it's always gonna be some rich old white motherfucker. Deadpool, a kid named Michael, made an awesome TikTok against Candace Owens trying to blame BLM for wearing White Lives Matter. You should check it out. All right, send it to me on Cult of Dusty 1, Cult of Dusty 1, Cult of Dusty 1, the number 1. It's on my Twitter. That's my Twitter account. I want the custom Dusty thong. Nobody wants that, Victoria, but I do appreciate the enthusiasm. And welcome to the Dust Buddies. To Hilly Wyatt. Spam the chat with impunity. You're one of the cool kids now. Amazing. And all right, folks, reading all the rest of the super chats at the end of the show. So you still have plenty of time to get your super chats in and immortalize yourself. Wouldn't you hate to die and then not be immortal? That would suck. So super chat me. But now, Chud Watch. Hell yeah, we do. We start off Chud Watch now with liar Herschel Walker. Like, what is this dude's problem? Herschel Walker, now, he was a good football player, right? But he clearly knows he's a dumb guy, a real dumb guy, and he's obviously very insecure about it. And so he constantly has to lie and make up shit in order to make himself feel better about what a fucking moron he is. So here he is lying about being a full-blooded Cherokee on his grandma's side. In January, at a campaign event at the University of Georgia, Republican Senate candidate Herschel Walker boldly announced that he had just found out through his mother that he is 40% Native American. In the following months, the former NFL star will repeat the claim several times with slightly different twists, though each time he said he had just learned the news. HuffPost Jennifer Bentry reported that Walker said he had just learned his mom is a big part Native American. At one campaign event in May, described himself as other and said he found out a year and a half ago at another May event, and at a South Georgia meet and greet the same month claimed he is proud to be black, but I may not be black, because he had just learned my mother is part Native American. At a June 20th campaign event in College Park, he made similar claims, but added that he made the discovery using 23andMe ancestry tests. What a fucking liar this guy is. He'll do anything to lie. I don't care what color you are. He cares. He's lying about it. Walker said after stating he wanted to acknowledge all of my family. His latest boldest announcement came at a campaign event last month, but this time he claimed his grandmother was full-blooded Cherokee. My mom just told me, so I'm Native American. I was like, oh, hello, he said, describing himself as a super mutt. Speaking on stage to his supporters at the September 28th event in Forsyth, he said, I don't know what I am, but this was so funny. This was so funny. I said, Mom, why you never said anything to us? Because you made that up. She said, back in my day, a lot of Native Americans were treated worse than blacks. Walker and his campaign have provided no evidence for his claims, and some digging by Bendery has shown no links to Walker and the Native American community so far. Cherokee Nation, the largest of the three recognized tribes in the U.S., told HuffPost it had no records of Walker in its database. The Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians and the United Ketowa Band of Cherokee Indians did not respond to HuffPost's request. Walker's mother, Christine, spoke to the site and said she has no idea if any immediate ancestor was full-blooded Cherokee. She said she grew up hearing stories about her father's mother being kin to the tribe, clarifying that her grandmother was believed to be related to Cherokee peoples in some way, but she didn't know how. She told HuffPost that I don't know how far back the family's Cherokee heritage went. See, my grandmother, she passed away when I was quite young. I don't know too much about how she was connected. So, and Walker's campaign did not respond when contacted with a follow-up request. Yeah, so just a fucking liar. Oh, I had 23andMe. Oh, my mother told me her mother was full-blooded Cherokee. Just such a goddamn liar. Holy God. Even his own family are calling him out on it. And, speaking of this complete fucking moron, here he is talking about the parable of the bull and cows. Because I guess he thinks this folksy stuff is going to win over voters who don't care how dumb he is, as long as he has, like, you know, folksy stories to tell. That's all that really matters. And maybe he's right. Let's see if this kind of story wins people over.
As they've been saying, something is better somewhere else. And I'm here to tell you it's not. So I've been telling this little story about this bull out in the field with 6 cows, and 3 of them are pregnant.
Oh.
So you know you got something going on.
Yeah,
but all he cared about is kept his nose against the fence, looking at 3 other cows that didn't belong to him. Now all he had to do is eat grass. But no, he thought something was better somewhere else. So he decided,
I want to start about you. Didn't you, like, literally leave all your baby's mamas to go out and have sex with a lot of other people repeatedly, always, all the time, and then pay for their abortions? Is this a story about you, Herschel Walker? A weird story to tell in your situation.
So he decided, I want to get over there. So one day he measured that fence up. And he said, I think I can jump this.
A bull said
so
that?
That day came where he got back. And he got back, and as he took off running, he dove over that fence.
A bull dove over a fence? The fuck kind of bull was this?
And it got cut up onto the bottom. But as he made it over on the other side, he shook it off and got so excited about it. And he ran to the top of that hill, but when he got up there, he realized they were bulls too. So what I'm telling you, don't think something is better somewhere else. This is the greatest.
All right, first off, this is a stupid fucking story. And is this an anti-gay story? I have so many questions. And also, you're describing yourself. This is literally what you fucking did. And also, I heard the story different. The story is a young bull and an old bull are sitting at the bottom of a hill. And there's a bunch of cows at the top of the hill. And the young bull says, let's run up there and fuck one of those female cows. And the old bull says, why don't we walk up there and fuck them all? That's the way I heard it, Herschel. And my version, way more interesting and better. But then, folks, he got out there and just went on a transphobic rant, of course. Because this is all they have. Their policies are very, very unpopular. All they have is to attack trans people. This is what get the conservatives all hot and bothered.
Hey, just think about it. Pronouns in our military. How do you identify in our military? This is war times. What happened to push-ups? Sit-ups? Because I can tell you right now, China, Iran, and Russia not talking about pronouns.
Yeah, why can't we be like the Russian military? They're not talking about pronouns. They're freaking their troops over about being forced to go to gay pride parades. So why can't we be more like them? Isn't the Russian military doing really great? Why can't we be like the Russian military? They ain't worried about no pronouns. They're just owning on the battlefield. They're not. They're getting their ass beat. They're conscripting kids who don't know the fuck they're doing and being thrown to their deaths. Okay, maybe they should have focused more on pronouns. Just saying. It could have hurt. It definitely couldn't have hurt. Because I've seen trans people fight before. They're good. And wrong click. And get the fuck off there. And then apparently the right-wingers are trying so hard to ensure we have shitty people in our government, folks. Here's a right-wing influencer. What is her name? The Liz Wheeler Show. Talking about how important it is for us to put really shitty, horrible candidates from conservatives in Congress.
It does suck to have to vote for, excuse my French, but shitty candidates. It does. That is where, right there, that's where the left would like us to stop.
Yes.
And they'd like conservatives.
I would have preferred you stopped before you put forth these shitty candidates to be in office. I would prefer that you picked good quality candidates that weren't complete fucking hypocrites. Why didn't you do that? Is it because you don't have any? Yeah, that's why.
Conservatives to look at these allegations and say, listen, this man, Herschel Walker, is living his life in a way that we do not support. Therefore, we will not vote for him.
Exactly.
But that, my friends, is not even kinda the whole story. And if we stop right there, then we are doing a disservice to our country.
That's right, folks. I know it may seem bad that we have to put shitty people in the highest political body in the land, but we have to elect shitty candidates to help America. If we don't elect these shitty ass candidates, America will be worse somehow. It'll be terrible if our candidates aren't horrible. Just good fucking God, y'all. And then apparently they had a debate. This is happening right now, right before my show went live. So I was able to get a couple clips from the Herschel Walker Warnock debate. And just saying, it doesn't appear to be going very well for Herschel Walker, shockingly.
Accountable. One thing I have not done, I've never pretended to be a police officer, and I've never threatened a shootout with the police.
Well, and now I have to respond to that.
We are moving on,
I
gentlemen.
have to respond to that. And you know what's so funny? I am with many police officers. And at the same time,
Mr. Walker, Mr. Walker, Mr. Walker, Mr. Walker, excuse me, Mr. Walker. Please, out of respect, I need to let you know, Mr. Walker, you are very well aware of the rules tonight.
Yes.
And you have a prop.
Yes.
That is not allowed, sir.
Yes.
I ask you to put that prop away.
Well, it's not a prop. This is real. And he said, I have a problem. I never worked with law enforcement.
It is considered a prop, Mr. Walker.
Yes.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
You're very well aware of the rules, aren't you?
Well,
Aren't you aware of the rules?
He brought up the truth. Let's talk about the truth.
Thank you for putting that prop away. And as a matter of fact, we still have a lot to get to, and we are not going to...
Trying to fight off my cab, but yep, looking like a fool, doing what I do. That's Herschel Walker, and one more, folks, another gaffe by this complete fucking moron, this walking human concussion, Herschel Walker.
Because if you have an able-bodied job, you're going to have health care. But everyone else have health care is the type of health care you're going to get. And I think that is the problem. And what Senator Warnock wants you to do is depend on the government. What I want you to do is get off the government health care and get on the health care he's got.
He's got government health care. He's literally a senator. They literally have government health care. What the fuck? You're accidentally being based, but oh my God, you're such a fucking moron.
To get you a better health care. So that's what I'm trying to do, to make you independent rather than dependent.
Man, I wish I could do my Herschel Walker impression, but I don't want to be racist. Good God, I want to make fun of his ignorance. But anyway, I guess he does. I don't have to, I guess. I guess he does a good enough job himself. What a fucking buffoon. Idiot, Herschel Walker. And then... I already showed that one. And then... another week, another 5 or 10 Trump rallies. I've lost count at this point. There's just so many. The guy never gets tired of hearing himself speak. I'm a hypocrite. And here's Sheriff Joe Arpaio at the latest rally. And this guy should be the poster boy for the insides of all conservatives, because this is what they look like on the inside. Just miserable, awful, their lives not going well, hateful, spiteful. That's what you guys are inside. That's why you're there. And look like he's having a good time, though. Looks like he's having an amazing time taking a picture with all you fine folks. And then this lady was there and wants you guys to know the entire reason that Trump is having these rallies is to heal and unify the country. Big sigh before I even play it.
Okay, and what brought you out to the Trump rally today?
President Trump.
What are you looking for? What are you looking forward to see from him today?
Oh my gosh, the unity and the healing, and just to move on, and we just have to heal as a nation and come together again.
And the truth.
That's right. Just, you know how Trump loves to move on from everything, how he's never talking about shit that's from the past, like the stolen election or any of it. You know, the unity of Trump. You know how Trump unified the whole country and we're just all one now after Trump? That didn't happen. It's the exact opposite in every fucking possible way. This is completely unbelievable. Yes, it is. This has to be a joke parody world. There's no way this could be real fucking life. And kudos to whoever made this world, because like I'm having fun, but it's stupid. It's real fucking stupid. But like, sometimes like stupid movies are good, and this is sort of good sometimes. But sometimes it's like too stupid, and you're like, shh, I can't believe it. But then it's real life, and I sort of have to, and I'm sad. And then, yep, even the most dyed-in-the-wool Trump cultist is starting to get bored hearing the same speech over and over again at his 90th rally this week. And let's look at the background. This guy on his phone, she on her phone. This guy, I guess he's recording, but he's on. This guy's on his phone. This guy looking off. This guy looking. They're all bored. There's only so many times you can hear the same shit over and over again. The thing is, most of these people go. They like Trump. Don't get me wrong. They love Trump. He's their master and God, whatnot. But a big part of the reason they go is for the camaraderie, because it's like a big, almost like a concert. And they like hanging out with all the other giant human douchebag pieces of shit, bottom of the barrel, low hanging fruit human beings that are there. And so they're like, yay, I get to see my buddy that has 3 teeth and less brain cells. It's going to be awesome. They're just sad, lonely people that need something to belong to. And unfortunately for themselves, they have rallied around Trump, one of the worst human beings that have ever lived, which, bad on you, but also I understand they just need a hug and friends and shit. I kind of feel bad for them if they weren't so terrible. And then Apparently they had another January 6th, what do they call that? What the fuck? I'm trying to blank on the fucking word. What's not a rally? They had another hearing. That's what it is. They had another January 6th hearing in Congress. I guess it's the last fucking one. So we didn't really find out too much more that we didn't already know. But one funny video clip that they put out was former White House counsel Donald Trump's lawyer, and they're asking him if anybody wanted the violence to continue. And he at first thinks they're just asking him about like his staff. He's like, no, of course not. And they ask him directly about Trump, and his silence and how awkward it gets speaks volumes.
I can't talk about conversations with the president, but I can generically say that I said, you know, people need to be told, there needs to be a public announcement fast that they need to leave the Capitol.
And Pat, could you let us know approximately when you said that?
Approximately when? Almost immediately after I found out people were getting into the Capitol or approaching the Capitol in a way that was violent.
Who on the staff did not want people to leave the Capitol?
On the staff?
In the White House.
I can't think of anybody, you know, on that day who didn't want people to get out of the Capitol once the, you know, particularly once the violence started. No. I mean,
what about the president?
Yeah.
Well, she said the staff. So I answered.
No, I said in the White House.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. I thought you said who else on the staff. I can't reveal communications, but obviously I think, you know.
Yes, we do know. Awkward. He's like, yeah, I can't say Trump didn't want it to continue, so I can't say anything. Just, yikes. Yeah, we already know, dude. Oh, we know. But conservatives don't give a fuck. They don't care. Overthrow the government, put Trump in. And speaking of which, Roger Stone, one of Trump's main right-hand men. Dirty tricks, political hack job. Roger Stone, who Trump already pardoned once for his crimes, of course, got pissed off that Trump wouldn't pardon him a second time for his crimes on January 6th of being a traitor to overthrow the government. So he found out on video, apparently. I don't know why he's letting people record this. I guess he has a documentary crew that was following him around at this time, and he's a fucking moron. Wants that attention so bad that he'll do anything for it. So they caught him on video bitching and crying that he's not getting a second pardon, because it's what these powerful people do. They just commit whatever crimes they want to commit, and there's a second rule of law for them. They just expect to get away with it. They expect pardons. So here he is finding he's not getting a second pardon. So instead he decides to name call Jared Kushner, Trump's son-in-law, and call Ivanka Trump, Donald Trump's daughter, an abortionist bitch daughter.
Jared Kushner has an IQ of 70. He's coming to Miami. We will eject him from Miami very quickly. He'll be leaving very quickly. He has 100 security guards. I'll have 5,000 security guards. You want to fight? Let's fight. Fuck you. Fuck you and your abortionist bitch daughter.
Like
Jared
literally
Kushner has
a Bond
an IQ of
villain.
70.
Like, holy shit, just evil personified, just oozing out of him. And of course, this is one of the main conservatives dudes, because this is who they are. Garbage humans. Yeah, garbage. And Ashley Babbitt's mom, who I feel sorry for. You know, I watch a lot of true crime. And no matter what horrendous crimes people commit, their moms are always on TV like, they didn't do it. They're innocent, or he's such a good boy. He didn't mean to hack that little child up into 1,000 pieces and then eat her, you know, shit like that. So anyway, I feel kind of bad for her because her daughter's dead and whatnot. But here she is on the news talking about what a hero her daughter was, and she was a patriot.
January 6th, if you talk to people that were actually there, they talk about what an inspiring, uplifting, patriotic day that was, singing patriotic songs and enjoying the company of patriotic people, Ashley included. I hold comfort in the fact that I've seen her walking down the inaugural path, and I see that as it was a happy moment in her life. She was celebrating the fact that she was there, celebrating the fact that she just got to see Donald Trump speak.
At least she died doing what she loved, trying to overthrow the government. Super cool, Mom.
And so I appreciate everybody that was there sharing that day with her. And then, it suddenly turned violent, and I would like to see the catalyst for that change, because it's my belief that the Capitol Police waged war on the American unarmed citizens that day. And the FBI were active in making sure the violence happened, and actually orchestrating that day. And
that's right. Your daughter busted the window down, was crawling through it the first person, trying to get to Congress to intimidate them and not to follow through with the will of the people. So yeah, of course, it was the Capitol Police who were to blame. It's the FBI, everybody but your traitorous daughter. Just fucking delusional, but I know she's a grieving mother, so I'm going to let it pass, but I didn't, because then I shit on her anyway. But and then Sean Hannity proving just how horrible they are. There is no bottom. You could take the barrel, turn it over, dig a hole to China or wherever, and there still wouldn't be a fucking bottom. So he puts out this recording of Joe Biden in order to shit on Joe Biden, to try to make Joe Biden look worse, but it only made him look better. Which just shows how vile they are. When something that's actually makes somebody look good is supposed to make them look bad, that's more telling about you and the type of person you are. So he put out this audio recording. I'll just play the audio recording for you, because it actually makes Joe Biden seem like a really good guy who cares about his son and is doing whatever he can to help the person he loves.
Dad, I called to tell you I love you. I love you more than the whole world, pal. I gotta get some help. I don't know what to do. I know you don't either, but I'm here no matter what you need. No matter what you need, I love you.
Oh my God, the monster! Telling his son that he's there for him and he loves him. I'm like, holy shit, how can this be something that you really put on the air trying to make somebody look bad? And of course, it backfired spectacularly, because the entire internet just excoriated Sean Hannity for that bullshit, as they should. And Stop the Steal founder, one of the main people that was behind January 6th and the attempt to try to overthrow the government, Scammy Davis Jr., Ali Alexander, put out a, it's not a tweet, I guess it's a telegram, and he said something true. I can't believe it. Ali Alexander says, Fox News CEO hates you. That's true, he does. Shapiro, Crowder, and Tim Pool will sell you merchandise while patriots rot in jail without donations to their offense. I mean, that's true. They're not patriots or anything, but Shapiro, Crowder, and Tim Pool will sell you merchandise. They don't actually give a fuck about anything they say. They're just shameless grifters. He goes to say they'll take plea deals or commit suicide while podcasters get rich, passing around images of these patriots as meme. Holy shit! Ali Alexander said something totally fucking true. I can't believe it. I'm just going to quit reading right there and just assume the rest of the post is exactly as logical, as intelligent, and true as that first part was. Let's take a look anyway. Bank of America turned you into the FBI. Huh? PayPal is working with the ADL to make secret concentration camp list with you on it. Oh, okay. Google is tracking your location across various apps and your Ring camera. That part I believe. This is America. All right, you had me in the first half and then you lost me at the second half there, scammy. But anyway, at least they're fighting each other. Let them fight. And then Kevin Sorbo doing what he does, and that is lying. He says, so the White House says we stopped oil production in the U.S. to combat climate change. Okay, stop. They didn't say that. They never said that because we didn't stop oil production. You literally just entirely fucking made that up. It's really crazy. Then he says, but the White House is also asking for other countries for more oil production. Make it make sense. I can't, because it doesn't make any sense, because you just made it up. You're a liar. And he got almost 45,000 likes because they don't give a shit about the truth, folks. But let's take a look at the actual map of oil production. And, oh, here it is. Oh, Between February 20th and the 21st, it dropped. And then starting at the end of August 2020, all the way up to present day, it's increased. It's almost like the exact opposite of what you're claiming has happened. Almost like you're an incredible fucking liar. They just make shit up in order to get attention. What party are you with? Oh, Republicans. Oh, yeah, there's a shocker. And then, apparently he was mocking Chris Maloney, who has a great ass, Christopher Maloney. But this is his new blockbuster. This is the kind of roles that Kevin Sorbo is now having to take. He's in a new movie called Rodeo Girl, and I can't help notice a problem on both the poster and the DVD. Why you got his name above the girl's head and her name above your head? Who are you hiring? What kind of graphics artist? Nobody caught this? No one said, hey, you know what would be better? If we actually put Kevin Sorbo's name on his head and the girl's name on her. No one thought that. Good God, what a low rent production you're involved in, Hercules. Disappointed. And then, folks, prepare your shock face. Perhaps the most shocking thing I have ever covered, ever. And I'm not even a little bit being completely sarcastic. Tulsi Gabbard came out as a Republican, y'all. I know, we can't believe it. What? She gave her Why I Left the Left speech. And let me just read you what she says, because I'm so shocked by it. She says, I can no longer remain in today's Democratic Party. Oh, really? That is now under the complete control of an elitist cabal of warmongers, driven by cowardly wokeness, who divide us by racializing every issue and stoke anti-white racism, actively work to undermine our God-given freedoms. Yep. Shocker. Hey, somehow it's those trying to fight back against Russia who are the warmongers. Russia, who literally invaded another country, raped, killed them, murdered them, bombed playgrounds, conscripted their own people to send them off to their deaths. They're not warmongers. Those who are trying to fight back, you're the warmonger. It's like a bully kicking a kid in the teeth, and the kid starts fighting back, and the bully's like, why are you into violence? Why are you so hateful? Why do you love to fight? I mean, that's exactly how they are. It's too ridiculous to take goddamn seriously. Holy shit, but nobody's surprised. This just in, Tim Pool and Dave Rubin are also leaving the Democratic Party. I can't believe it. I am so fucking shocked. But there has been a little pushback. Here's Jessica on Fox News. I don't know who Jessica is or how she got on Fox News, but daring to tell a bit of the truth.
I thought, certainly in the last primary, in the 2020 primary, that she would have been a lot happier if Donald Trump had ended up winning. She does things that are completely inexplicable. I'm certainly not going to sit here and say that she has any direct ties to Russia, but I don't know how you end up in a position where they refer to you as our girlfriend on Russian state TV.
You can't control that.
Yes,
you can. You literally can. So here, Gutfeld is going to make the claim that you can't control who your fans are. You can't. Yes, you can. You literally fucking can. I've been telling this forever. I had a shitty fan base that I didn't like. People were like, Dusty, no one watches your show anymore. What happened to you? I told my fan base to fuck off. I literally jettisoned the vast majority of my fan base because I was ashamed of them. I was drawing in the dregs of humanity, people that made my skin crawl. And so I did everything I could possibly do to push back against those people and make them hate my guts, and they do. You absolutely can, at least to some large degree, control who your fan base is. You can control what bad, shitty people think about you and say about you. And if horrible, fucking evil people give you shout-outs, if they suck your dick and kiss your ass, then you do self-reflection. You start looking in the mirror and wondering what you did to cause this, and you fucking change it. Yes, you can. You have platform responsibility. Everybody does it. And the larger your platform is, the more responsibility you fucking have. And of course, Gutfeld, I don't want to hear that. he doesn't want to take any responsibility from the shit he attracts.
And you can control what you say.
How?
You can
go to Russia and tell them, please don't say those things?
No, you could do things
How
like...
about you don't push direct Russian propaganda? How about you don't lie about the war in order to push the narrative Russia is putting out? How about you hold them just as accountable as you hold everybody else for the shit that they've done? Very simple.
Not go on television and say that what we're doing here in the U.S. in terms of the free press isn't that different from what's going on in Russia. They throw people, journalists, out windows in Russia. What happens here? Maybe you don't get to ask your question. She went to visit Assad in 2017 without telling the party leadership and came back and said that the people that she met supported him. This is someone guilty of terrible war crimes. Steve Bannon liked her so much that he had to get her a Trump Tower meeting right after he won the election. Why would Steve Bannon take such a shining to Tulsi?
Cheap.
What?
What you're trying to do, first you do it with Russia, now you do it with Bannon. It has to, what you're saying is if somebody else likes you, that's on you.
It is. It literally fucking is. If shitty people like you, that's because you're doing shitty things to attract shitty people. That's platform goddamn responsibility, Gutfield. Of course, you're a gutless goddamn coward. This cowardly wokeness is so ironic because you are fucking spineless. Yes, you're supposed to take fucking responsibility. I know I'm a soy boy leftist, but we are the only goddamn side taking fucking responsibility for anything where you guys do nothing but show rank hypocrisy about it.
I can't help it. I have some fans that can be kind of strange. That ain't my fault.
It is. It literally is.
Strange.
Well,
I'm saying if you're a Democratic official and Steve Bannon and Donald Trump think that you're aces and they want to meet with you and maybe consider you for being in the administration, you are doing something wrong.
It's not Joe Biden's fault that Joy Reid likes him. But Joy Reid...
Joy Reid is not the same thing as Vladimir Putin, dude. What the fuck? And, apparently, though, Tulsi Gabbard's ties to a secretive cult may explain her perplexing political journey. So it's not perplexing. She's just a shameless grifter, and it's not shocking at all that she's involved in some kind of Hare Krishna offshoot cult who has some kind of a guru cult leader who she follows and I guess is doing the bidding of this cult leader. So not surprised at all. It's always the same with these dumbass cult leaders. But apparently, the Tulsi Gabbard fan base, and I'm sure also the Jimmy Dore fan base, all these fake leftists who are very transparently just right-wing grifters doing the same right-wing grift that people like Dave Rubin, Sargon, Temple have done. It's very clear that's what they're fucking doing. Apparently, they went and interrupted AOC's town hall meeting to stand up and shout at her about what a warmonger she is and how cool and chill Russia is. They're not warmongers at all for supporting Russia, but if you want to defend people who are just trying to stay alive and keep their own country from being genocided, you are a warmonger.
None of this matters unless there's a nuclear war, which you voted to send arms and weapons to Ukraine. Tulsi Gabbard, she's left the Democratic Party because they're a bunch of war hawks, okay? You originally voted, you ran as an outsider, yet you've been voting to start this war in Ukraine. You're voting to start a thermonuclear war with Russia and China. Why are you playing with the lives of American citizens? You're playing with our lives.
There will be no neighbors if there's a nuclear bomb. You voted to mobilize and send money to Ukrainian Nazis. You're a coward. You're a progressive socialist. Where are you against the war mobilization? He's telling the right truth. You have done nothing. Tulsi Gabbard has shown guts where you've shown cowardice. I believed in you, and you became the very thing you sought to fight against.
Isn't that a line from Star Wars?
That's what you've become. You are the established...
That's right, Russia should just be able to do whatever they want to. They have nuclear bombs, and if you have a nuclear bomb, you should be able to just attack any country you want to and just take them over. Nobody should help them. Hey, North Korea has nuclear bombs. They should just be able to take over what the fuck they want to take over. We just have to stand by and do nothing, because if you help the people fight back, then you are the warmonger somehow. And opposite day, yeah, oh my God. That little kid's getting kicked in the teeth by a bully? You handed the little kid a bat so he could defend himself. Why are you such a warmonger? Just fucking ignorant assholes. But their entire point of this is to spread Russian propaganda and also to help conservatives take and maintain power so they can also help Russia just do whatever the fuck they want to do. Kill anybody, genocide anybody they want to. Spread war across the world. War is peace. Up is down. Left is right. This 1984 doublethink bullshit. Backwards world. That's what they fucking live in. And I played you guys some of the clips from last week. The J.D. Vance debate, but it took place right around the same time I was doing my show, so I didn't have a chance to play this clip for you, and holy shit, somebody spliced the Trump rally in with his comments to J.D. Vance, and it's fucking devastating. Watch this shit.
Just a few weeks ago in Youngstown, on the stage, Donald Trump said to J.D. Vance, all you do is kiss my ass to get my support.
Emasculate him.
After Trump took J.D. Vance's dignity from him on the stage in Youngstown, J.D. Vance got back up on stage and said, started shaking his hand, taking pictures, saying, hey, aren't we having a great time here tonight? I don't know anybody I grew up with, I don't know anybody I went to high school with that would allow somebody to take their dignity like that and then get back up on stage. Just a few weeks ago.
Very simple. They don't have any backbones. They don't have any spines. These manly men who stand up for themselves, these pinnacles of masculinity are cucks. They're all the biggest wimps you'll ever fucking possibly imagine. It's all projection, calling the other side weak soy boys. Every fucking one of them is just spineless, pathetic. And J.D. Vance is no exception. And what an ownage. Love that clip. I'm going to skip over this one. Let's get right to the last one on the Chud Watch. And there's such a giant difference. Not just the policy positions that both Democrats and conservatives push for, but on the character of the candidates themselves. And this is very greatly illustrated by this clip. They basically just asked them, say something nice about the other guy. Very simple. And one of the sides could do it and the other side couldn't do it. He got booed for not being able to do it. Guess which side couldn't possibly bring himself to try to unify and say something nice about the other person? Let's have a look.
Been successful in life. You have 30 seconds here. Mr. Barnes, you go first. What do you find admirable about your opponent?
Well, no, seriously. I do think, the senator has proven to be a family man, and I think that's admirable. That's absolutely to be respected. He speaks about his family. He's done a lot to provide for them. I absolutely respect that.
Mr. Johnson.
I mean, likewise, I appreciate the fact that Lieutenant Governor Barnes had loving parents, a school teacher, father worked third shift, so
he had parents. That's what he's saying.
Had good upbringing. I guess what puzzles me about that is, with that upbringing, why is he turned against America? I mean, why does he find the founding of America awful? It's
somehow.
Boo this man, boo.
I said, he said something.
Boo. Boo this man. Fuck you. You couldn't do it. Couldn't possibly bring himself to say something nice about the other guy without throwing shit at him at the same time, because this is what they are. This is all they have. Shit throwing. They're monkeys flinging their poo. That is conservatism in a nutshell, and that is my Chud Watch. What do we think about that, data sexist? Boo, yep, effing gross. That's the difference, though. Such night and day. When everybody says the two parties are the same, it just makes me want to roll my eyes in the back of my head where I'm never able to see again. So ridiculous. Dusty, I think I can only give you any more money tonight. All right, well, cool. Thank you for giving me as much as you have, hero you. Beta, I don't have the beta clip anymore. God damn it. All I have is this one. It's the only sound effect I have. Boo. Boo. Hiss. Hiss boo. And moving right along, folks, it's time for my favorite section. It's Beyond Parody. Beyond Parody! Yeah, and first off, on Beyond's Parody, folks, did you know that Impossible Burgers are putting microchips in the burgers? Oh God, I mean, yeah, there's a chip shortage worldwide, and microchips are incredibly fucking expensive, but it's on Newsmax, so it must be true.
think we should do a test. I'm going to say the Whopper, beef Whopper, and the plant-based Impossible Whopper blind taste test. I'm guessing neither one of you, well, over the course of several attempts, I'll bet you can't tell the difference in taste.
Nope.
Oh, I can.
Eric, this isn't about taste. This isn't about taste, though. This isn't about taste. It's about knowing that you're eating something that was made in a lab.
You guys are producers. You know you're not supposed to talk at the same time. Alona, you first. You go first. I mean, come on. If it tastes the same.
It's about eating something that wasn't caused by cruelty and the harm of animals. I can't taste the suffering when I eat it. I can't taste the little cows ripped from their mothers at birth and the crying and anguish in the cows. I can't taste that if it's made in a laboratory. Just evil personified, conservatives are.
It's healthier.
No, that's not the point. I think the point is that this is made in a lab. It's Bill Gates has decided that all of us have to eat man-made meat. I want the real thing. I want it to come from the real source. It's not about the way it tastes. Congratulations for making something that tastes a little bit like the original. I want to eat something that's real. That's the real thing that came from the earth, from the planet, that was actually intended for us to be eating, not out of a lab that's made of I don't know what, made of chemicals, implanted with chips. I don't want to eat Bill Gates' fake meat. I don't.
Sure, they're implanting chips in the food to track and trace you, she says, as she takes her cell phone goddamn everywhere. Just holy God. Hard to believe I'm the same species as these people are. And at least to cheer us up, we have the Good Liars. Go subscribe to the Good Liars. Do amazing work. And it's funny. So he's wearing a Buying JFK Jr. shirt out of a Trump rally. At first, the Trumpers were going to get pissed off. They're like, are you a lefty? I can't believe you have that shirt on. But as soon as they hear it's just some kind of wacky conspiracy theory, they're like, oh, okay, you're cool. You're super cool.
The shirt?
Yeah.
Oh, like QAnon, the conspiracy theory?
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure you're not one of those other...
There's a conspiracy theory that, JFK Jr. is still alive. You've heard that before?
Yes, I heard of that.
And that he's actually working with Biden in the White House now.
Okay, now I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Gotcha. But I thought JFK was on our side for President Trump.
Originally, I thought that. But then if you go back and you do your research, JFK Jr. was actually a Democrat, and so was JFK. So now people are saying he's actually working with Biden. So they're actually
a new one.
So they're actually working together.
I haven't heard Alex Jones say anything about that one yet.
Biden, JFK Jr., 2024.
Always these toothless, chinless fucks, and as long as it's conspiracy theory, I thought you might be a Democrat for a second, but you're just a fucking idiot like me, so welcome. And then the Good Liars doing their thing at this Trump rally, recording these people, and I almost feel bad for these people. They spent money and time, and all the time they took cutting all this stuff out and the lettering on it. They bought a big trailer to do this, and when they were doing it, they were thinking, oh my God, this is going to be so epic. All the money, all the time we put into this, it's going to be so cool because we're going to go out to the rally and we're going to do the YMCA and everybody's going to think we're so awesome. Everybody's going to know we're part of this cult and they're going to dance with us. And then you get there and this is what happens.
The MAGA dance, M-A-G-A, here we go.
F-U-C-K. F-U-C-K. And then nobody. Literally nobody doing it. Nobody gives a shit. Come and join us, please. All that work, all that money, just look that stupid by yourself. And holy God. Embarrassing. And then I can one more. No, I thought we had one more for the Good Liars, but we don't. But instead, we got Joe Rogan. Oh my God, Joe Rogan's always been shit. He's always been a goddamn clown, but now he has reached your boomer grandpa level. Now he is claiming that, this lie I've covered before, that they're putting kitty litter boxes in school bathrooms for the furries. It's just literally anti-trans propaganda. They're trying to belittle trans people, make fun of them, by claiming, hey, being trans is exactly the same as thinking you're a cat. And so they have to take it one further because that ridiculousness is not enough for their cruelty. So they tried to make up lies. Hey, it's getting so crazy. These crazy leftists, they're literally putting litter boxes in the school bathrooms. It never happened. They just made it up fucking whole cloth. And here he is spreading it on the largest podcast in the world.
There's kids, ready for this? My friend, his wife, is a school teacher.
Name them. Who? Bring them on the show. I'll pay you $1 million. I don't have that money. If you bring them on the show and prove it, you fucking lying asshole.
Wife is a school teacher. And she works at a school that had to install a litter box.
Which one?
In the girls' room. Because there is a girl who's a furry who identifies as an animal. And her mother badgered the school until they agreed to put a litter box in one of the stalls. Yeah. So this girl goes into the litter room or to the girls' room and urinates or whatever. I don't know if she poops in it. That's pretty gross. You know what I mean? Like, if you could teach your cat, by the way, here's the thing. If you could teach your cat to use the toilet, you would. Mm-hmm. Okay?
Yeah.
Like, you don't want a box of piss in your house. It's the worst. I've had cats my whole life. It's the worst thing about having cats. You got to clean that box of piss every day.
Yeah.
Like, it's the greatest thing about dogs. They go outside. Like, you're a fucking human.
The cats got their humans trained.
Anyway, so fucking stupid. But I actually have a story about exactly what he's talking about that I'm going to save after I read this thread. My NBC News colleagues and I spent the last month finding the root of America's hottest, dumbest urban legends. Schools are leaving out litter boxes for kids who identify as furries. Despite what Joe Rogan says, it's not true. But its origins are grimmer than you'd ever imagine. You have probably heard dozens of variations on the litter boxes are in schools lie. You might have heard it from Joe Rogan talking to Tulsi Gabbard, from his friend's wife who works at a school, quote unquote, or maybe Lauren Boebert, or maybe Marjorie Trader Green. It's everywhere. If you didn't hear about the litter boxes in schools rumor from the GOP politician, you probably heard it on your own town. Facebook is filled with these lies, relocalizing the rumor to your own. That's what Joe Rogan did. There are examples on Facebook posts from almost every state in the country, and he has the receipts. High school has litter boxes in trainers' bathroom, blah, blah, blah. So how did this happen? What's the first real instance of people talking about cat litter boxes in schools? Here's where it gets dark. NBC News found one example of a school district keeping cat litter on campus. The Jefferson County School District has had classrooms with cat litter since 2017 in case students are locked in a classroom during a shooting. Jefferson County is where Columbine is located. Cat litter was handed out in Columbine school districts for after shooter situations 5 years ago. Since then, the litter boxes in schools rumors has evolved into a way to mock LGBTQ youth. It's now being used as culture war ammo by over 20 GOP politicians nationwide. And he puts a link up that says, what's most provocative about this hoax is how it turns on two key wedge issues for conservatives: educational accommodations and gender nonconformity. He goes on to say, the data shows how the litter boxes in schools rumors that cannot die, mostly due to the incredulity of adults. According to Christina Lopez, kids on TikToks are creating videos mocking adults who believe it, wind up providing fodder for the oblivious on Facebook. Yep. Attention school districts, we do not educate felines or canines or any other type of animal. We educate people. Here's the reality. We reached out to every school rumored to have a litter box. We found one in a go bucket for a possible mass shooting. The rumor is a way to marginalize LGBTQ youth. Here's our full story. It was a lot of work. I hope you read it. This is from NBC News. So grim as shit. Literally have that in case they get locked in a room for long periods of time and have to go at one school. And this turns out as a way to mock trans people because this is all they have, folks. Bottom of the barrel trash humans 24/7. Who's shocked to see Tulsi Gabbard involved in that nonsense? Put your hand down. No, you're not. And who loves overtime, folks? You do, you do, you do, you do. I do. And these lesbian cats love overtime, so reward me for overtime. Still time to get your super chats in for the end of the show. Got about 10 minutes left, so do it. And next on to Beyond Parody, here's Joe Rogan sexualizing trans people. To everyone who defends Joe Rogan, says the Surfs, and claim he's not transphobic, in his latest episode, he teams up with Tulsi Gabbard to praise pedophile defender Matt Walsh's transphobic hippies. This is not even the clip I thought it was. All right, I'm not going to play that one. There was another clip, and I guess I fucked. Oh, here it is. Here's the clip I was thinking of. It always comes down to the people who hate us, reducing us to sex objects. I'm assuming this is a trans activist. Alejandra Caraballo, wise Latin clinical instructor, Harvard Law, gender and tech. All right. When it's a trans woman in sports, they're a man. When it comes to porn, trans women are girls with dicks. Yep, exactly.
Like she was recommending, like you can still be a woman, just keep your cock.
Have you watched trans chick with dick porn? Because it's pretty great.
Have I not watched it?
It's pretty good because you get the dick and two women.
Yeah, but then you're kind of whacking off to somebody with a dick.
Yeah, that's an issue.
But aren't you always? If you're watching a guy fucking a girl?
No, I'm not really.
You're watching scissors.
It's the least gay of porn because you got a girl.
No.
Girl with a cock fucking a girl.
Same amount of dicks added to
Yeah, when it's porn, they're girls, they're women. But when it's sports, it's a man beating up a woman. Oh my God. Yep, exactly. They're sex objects when they need to be. And then when they need to be a man to put down and be transphobic as fuck. Johnny on the spot to make that change, aren't you, Joe Rogan? It's amazing how PragerU will go on a rant where he admits that the only thing that's keeping him from doing all sorts of truly horrific stuff is religion. Let me play it, then I'll mock it.
Let's see here. The public nudity calls are interesting. Anyway, none of you have a secular argument against it, and I don't blame you for that because there isn't any. There's no secular argument against adult incest. Brother and sister want to make love. What's your argument? That they're going to produce mentally retarded offspring? It's nonsense. It takes many generations of inbreeding to do that. There is no secular argument against adult consensual incest. There's a religious argument. Sex cannot enter family life. It's a big taboo. See, people think that we could live without the greatest source of wisdom and morality in the history of the world.
That's right, folks. You heard it first. Only reason he's not fucking his sister is because of God. That's the same thing they say about murdering people. Hey, only reason I don't kill people is for God. I hope for everyone in Dennis Prager's family that he doesn't wake up tomorrow and suddenly stop believing in God. He gonna fuck his daughters, his mom, he be fucking everybody, killing all y'all. Y'all better run if Dennis Prager ever becomes an atheist. Gonna be Caligula, and then I'm gonna skip that one. What is this one? Oh, and this is how stupid they are, folks. This is why it's beyond parody. Trump literally tried to overthrow our government and install himself as dictator. And that's like only one of the things he did that was bad. Every single day, a new scandal, a new horror upon the country. But when you're a conservative, the stuff you make fun of when it's the left are shit like this.
We passed so much legislation that significantly makes a point about, for example, the American Rescue Plan.
Oh my God, he dropped his paper and then he picked it up instantly. And this is the post-millennial, which is Andy No-Go's rag. Biden drops his notes in an interview. Oh my God, did you see that? And they were putting this all over conservative social media. He dropped his papers, y'all. Like, what in the fuck? This is the difference in the two sides, folks. This is how ridiculous one side is compared to the other. It's just no comparison at all. And then on Peter Thiel's A Dating App, The Right Stuff, in which I showed you guys the advertisement, the commercial for it last week. You guys might be patriotic, but you'll never be as patriotic as this gentleman who purposely got a sunburn in the shape of the American flag. And golf clap to you, sir. Kudos. Way to go and above and beyond to make yourself completely unfuckable. That's dedication to the cause, and he's got his pants open with his eagle panties showing his crotch, and no one else is gonna ever get near that crotch. So I guess let the eagle have a turn at it. Yikes! Double yikes, triple yikes, all of the yikes for you, sir. And then one more on Beyond Parody. Arizona candidate wants to ban mail-in voting and use it a lot. Yeah, I don't care for mail-in voting, said Mark Fincham, the Trump-backed Arizona Secretary of State candidate. That's why I go to the polls. He voted by mail 28 of the past 30 elections, folks, because this is what they're all fucking about. Just liars, con artists. Yeah, now they want to get rid of it because they realize if you make it easy for people to vote, it's worse for Republicans. The more people that vote, the more chance they have to lose. You have to make voting as difficult as you possibly can. So this is why they're against it. Personally, him and Trump, that's how they vote. That's how most of these people vote because it's more convenient. But for you, fuck you. Take off work. The people that can't take off work, the super poor, fuck your vote. Much less likely you're going to vote. So that's the way we like it. Yep, that's what they're all about. Disenfranchise votes to make themselves win because that's the only way conservatives can take and maintain power. And that is my Beyond Parody. What you got to say? What do you think about YouTube banning guys like Andrew Tate and Sneeko? I'm not real big on banning, to be honest with you. I do think YouTube is a private platform and they have a right to do whatever they want to on their private platform. But I feel the same way about it when Elon Musk buys Twitter. If he wants to bring Donald Trump back, it's a private platform. He has the right to do that. So I can understand why they wouldn't want to be associated with these people who they feel like are spreading harm, and so they have no obligation to let their platform be used for that. But at the same time, if they want to do that, they can either way. It's all good to me. That is really a question, though, for the Q&A at the end. What an idiot! I know, right? Stupid! You're so stupid! And then, folks, I only got 2 Karens tonight, but I haven't played the Karen intro in a while, and I made it, and I'm good at it, and it's amazing. So, let's do it.
It's clear you're just a mess. You should be careless. It's obvious you're completely out of touch. God, bitch, you're caring too much.
That's right, bitch. Why you caring so much? And first off, we have a male bitch who is involved in a little bit of the road rage. And it's another one of those videos, watch to the end. I never do that, but for this one, it actually pays off. Let's watch this.
Are you a fucking tank? No. Are you a car? No. You're a fucking little bicycle, but you seem to want to be in the middle of the road.
Okay.
Well, that's your problem, you get knocked off.
Is that what it says in the highway code?
No, it says knock you cunts over.
Is that what it says?
Yeah. Fucking way.
That's very interesting. You're on camera. I'm going to put you on YouTube.
Put me on where you like and I'll fucking kill you.
I'm going to report you to the police.
Do it now.
This tape is going to go to the police.
Do it now. You're a fucking idiot. You do not ride. Where does the highway code say you sit in the middle of the fucking road?
You can discuss it with the police. I'm reporting you. I've got your registration. I've got you on camera.
And it's Peugeot 405.
I know what it is.
Yeah. And by the way, have you got insurance on your bicycle? No.
Yes.
Have you got a helmet on? No.
I don't have to wear a helmet.
No, but are you a sensible person?
Are you wearing a seatbelt?
Are you a sensible person?
Are you wearing a seatbelt?
No, you're not.
No, you are not.
No, because I've just took it off.
No, exactly, and you're on the road. So there it's. I've got you for 2 offences.
Go
2 offences.
I'm gonna fucking get you.
Are you? That's interesting.
It's still gonna go. There's more to come.
You're on camera. You're on camera.
Excuse me. Would you like that, bro?
Doughy white guy. So tough.
Don't touch it.
Would you like it broken?
Gotta assault somebody.
Right, well, get a fucking life or I'm gonna sort you out and your fucking camera. Sad little cunt.
Yeah, he's sad.
Why don't you get a car?
I've got a car.
Have you? You probably get banned.
Probably in better shape than you because he's riding his bike, dude.
You've just committed
an
assault.
Park behind me, I'll knock you off. It's called legal.
Yeah, put your seatbelt on. That's
Put
good.
your fucking mouth shut. Your mouth shut. You are really pissing me off.
Good comeback.
I know I am.
And you do this for a hobby? Fucking annoy people.
It's pretty funny. Oh, tough guy, get back out.
Right.
Just drive away on his bike. Fight me for no reason. Here it goes.
Come on, you cunt!
Oh, fat guy fall down. Maybe you should ride a bike more often and you would have more physical skills. Hilarious. Hope you broke something. And one more. Apparently this is one of the JFK flights. I don't know if this woman is drunk or not, but she seems lovely.
Was on my lap.
We'll have a conversation in the jet.
Why? I
grab your stuff and come with me, ma'am. I'm not going to ask you again. Just grab your stuff and come with me.
You're kicking me off. You're going to put me on another plane.
Ma'am, I need you to get your stuff.
Oh, no. Honey, we're about to fight then. Because I didn't fucking do anything to you guys to make me 12 hours late for my destination.
This way.
My dog was sitting on my lap. I put him in the bag. He's in the bag.
Don't worry about it. I'm going to refund your ticket. You can go on Southwest. Let's go.
Bye. Because you couldn't let my dog sit on my fucking lap.
Ma'am, let's go.
Fuck you.
Get the fuck out of plane, bitch.
Fuck all of you.
Okay.
No thanks. Pass.
I am. Shut the fuck.
Hey.
Oh, that's assault.
No.
Yeah, there's some bad life decisions right there.
Who did she hit with
Why is he recording me?
It doesn't matter. Anybody can record anything.
Oh,
you just struck a patch with the bottle.
Okay, fuck you.
Okay, that's fine. You talk to APD
jail
in a
time.
few minutes.
Fuck you.
No problem, ma'am. Who did she just strike with the bottle?
The guy that's recording me with his fucking cell phone. That's who I threw it at.
Ma'am, calm down.
You asked. I'm telling you. Calm down. You guys have been nothing but fucking rude.
That's fine. Calm down.
That's fine that you guys are rude, but I need to calm down.
There's rules.
There's rules, and I followed them, and I put him in there, and you guys still drove up.
Nobody acting this way flies on a flight with us.
Okay, fuck you.
Okay.
Eat
Won't be the
shit,
first
bitch.
time.
Get out of my way.
Wow. Well, I want to find out. Ma'am, hold on.
You told me to get off your plane, then get the fuck out of my way.
Yes, where you going today? Yeah. Is this your bag, man? Is this your bag? Wait. Was anybody hit back there with that bottle? Yes, that's why I gotta go find out. All right. Back.
Why are they recording me?
That's their right.
That's their right. And it's my right to tell them to stop.
Not throw anything at anybody.
Fuck
Billy,
you.
you called APD? Yeah. All right, just find out who was struck. I'm sorry.
You gotta assault somebody else on the way out. Yep, that's assault too. There you go again. That's double assault. Welcome to the no fly list, Karen. Bad life decisions. And all right, that is my short and sweet Karen section. Let's go ahead and jump in, finish out the show. The show, I can speak. The show with a little slow news week. Slow news week with Dustin Smith. Yeah! Freak out the cats. They hate that. They hate the slow news week. And folks, I know what you've all been praying for every day. You're like, I wish Blink 182 would start touring in concert again. They're all like 48 years old and they're still dressing like this and super cool. And here's the weird thing. I watched this promo video and I was like, holy shit, this is so cringe. This is like this might have been funny to me, I guess, when I was 12. But these guys are 50. And this is their promo video.
If I'm being totally honest, I cannot stop thinking about them coming.
I've tried hundreds of different ways to make them come.
Every night, I pray for them to come.
My husband and I would love to watch them come.
If they come, I'm getting hammered.
We would do anything to make them come.
That's right, honey. Anything.
All right, so it's just basically, it's a whole minute of people saying come over and over again. Come. And I'm like, they're like 50. This is really, but no one else has mentioned. So maybe I'm just being a stick in the mud. Maybe this is hilarious, and I guess I'm immature too. So maybe making fun of this for being immature is hypocritical of me. Maybe, I don't know. I just thought it was cringe. But then I read the tickets are $1,000 a piece for a floor. Who in the fuck is paying $1,000 to watch Blink 182? What is even happening in this world? Not me. No thanks. I would just watch it on YouTube or something if I wanted to watch that stupid shit. And one more, folks. So, I'm never dating again. I just, like, these are all young, I guess attractive college women. And there's only like 2 girls in this entire video that I find even remotely attractive. Just the attitude of these girls is such a turnoff. Talking about how much money that the men that they marry would have to make. And this is one of the main reasons I enjoy being by myself.
Depends where they live. I mean, if I'm like dating them, it'd be nice if they were at least making 100,000.
I have no clue.
Like $1 million, $2 million.
Okay, we're at ASU, you know, so you're not gonna find him here.
Like fully like adult.
Someone that you would
an
consider
adult.
wanting.
Are you dating children? Are you gonna marry? What the fuck are you talking about?
To be with the rest of your life.
300K.
3 figures.
Okay, so why is that?
Just because, like, that's a stable income, I'd say.
100, like 500 grand? Is that a lot?
No, that's 500 is.
Is this what girls are like these days? Good God! No wonder incels are taking over the fucking world.
Like normal?
On a good day, yeah. I mean, it depends.
Okay. A lot. We're expensive.
Yeah. Mills.
Oh God.
Oh, Mills. Shit. Okay.
I don't really care.
Oh, that one. Yeah, oh, Queen. This is the one I love. This girl. This is the only attractive one of the bunch.
I like when guys like pay for dates and stuff.
So if a guy made $30K a year, is that something you're okay with?
Yeah, I think that would be great.
Like your husband?
Oh shit. Husband. Yeah, I think that would be fine. If it was my husband, I'd be in love with him, so yeah.
I wouldn't really say I would have a price on that. I mean, as long as they treat me respectfully.
Minimum 6 figures, no matter what the situation is. We have an expensive lifestyle.
Yeah. No, I mean, I totally understand. We got to get good skincare routine,
God.
you know, the
Get a
whole,
job,
whole
bitch.
9 yards.
100,000. 120K. 80K and like maybe like 120.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say like 80 to 150.
Over 100K. Once you get to a certain age, like, I don't know, I'm also kind of like a gold digger, so.
Yeah,
no,
no shit.
I'm planning on just like supporting myself with my income.
Beautiful.
So I don't really plan on.
There she is. There's the girl. Finally, I found one. I'm gonna start dating. I have a shot. I have a total shot with this girl. So yes.
Being supported by the person that I'm dating.
What is the lowest you would go, though?
500,000.
I could have a nice like settled life with like a 200,000 a year. Like
okay.
Normal, great, yeah.
What's the lowest, though, that you would go for?
I don't think money is that big. Maybe like a.
She has me.
It has to be. You
don't
just said
lose
1
me.
or 2
Don't
mil.
lose me.
Would you be down for 80?
Yeah, 80, 60. That'd be fine.
Oh God, I'm doomed. So I ain't even gonna try. Like, fuck it. I could put on a virtual reality headset and have Texas girls look way better than you. And the experience is like 80% in my opinion. So you do you, girls. You find you some gold digger husband that wants to put up with your bullshit. It ain't me. Not that I could, because I'm poor as fuck. Me and my cats is all I need. You're sad. And hey, that's my show, folks. Gotta read the super chats. Be sure to hit the like button before you go. Be very much appreciated. Justin Joseph, can you please sing the old school What the Fuck theme song for old time's sake? What was the... What the... Oh, what the fuck? Is that it? I almost forgot it. It's been so long. James Magnum, I got a lot of flack for calling out Tulsi early on. Sadly, some of the left just have a reflex us bad foreign policy. You've been solid though. Yeah, like I told repeatedly, the first time I ever heard of Tulsi is because it was the candidate that Shoe on Head was pushing really hard. She pushed Tulsi Gabbard and Bernie Sanders, but she was pushing Tulsi so hard. And I was like, oh my God, never heard of this woman, but she must be garbage if Shoe on Head is pushing her in. Shocker. Thank you for the overtime, Dusty. Hey, no problem. Thank you for rewarding me, PH. You're one of the good ones. Carlos Salgado. Darn. Hey, thank you, Carlos. I'm rewarding for overtime. You rock, Kuya. Kubrick. This scene with AOC, they might be afraid the left becoming more powerful. Be very afraid. Ben Rodrigo was out of work for 2 months, but finally landed a skilled labor job 3 weeks ago. Love it so far. Take my sawdust-covered shackles. Please remind my girlfriend Olivia that clothes go in the hamper, not the floor. Olivia! You better hold on to Ben Rodrigo. He a working man. Apparently that is sought after these days. Water Polo Wizard, $5 Australian. What's up, future motherfucker? Here is some down under money because cats are better than people. I know they lick themselves on camera. You don't even get banned for it. It's amazing. Kubrick Kelly, I can personally attest that Dusty changed a fan base. I agree with him. Yeah, man, I love my new fan base. It's smaller, but it's quality over quantity. You can't put a price tag on that. Gabbard is just rationalizing. She's just grifting, yo. Kill your Rick. I'm surprised Tulsi Russian handlers let her come out as Republican so soon. I mean, the veil was wearing so thin, nobody believed it anyway. So it's the perfect. She's got a podcast starting too, and the right wing grifter money is a way. As somebody who makes money from the left wing grifting, right wing grifting way more lucrative. I chose poorly, except for I like to sleep and I'd be a good person. All that. Urban Boss, I wish Scammy Davis had some conversion and realized he was stupid and being used, but his whole indignation was strong arm tactic for more money. Yeah, I mean, he's a grifter. He's not going to go where the money's not. Here, beloved, Trump would never be there for his children. He would just tell them to toughen up. I know. He can't even stand his own son. It's very obvious. He likes his daughter, though, a little too much. Yay, happy moments, killing Capitol Police and going after Congress. No harm. Such a patriot, wasn't she? To hell, White Theth. I think you could possibly be my new favorite YouTuber, even after I butchered your name. I appreciate it anyway. Love you. For the fur babies, Ben Davis, $10. What up, Ben Davis? Thank you, appreciate it. Herschel Walker is smart enough to know how I can't type it on here. He is. Yeah, I know, right? Can't put cuss words. They got to protect us from ourselves. And Tim Marsden and Verum Terra became dust buddies. What up? The moral is to stay at home and raise your damn kids. Or don't have kids. That is my suggestion. Thank you for whoever gifted me the subscription. It was probably Jay. He's been good at the socialism lately. I remind $20. Very generous. Raphael Warnock needs to take the gloves off, stop being nice, and call Herschel's BS out. Next debate, invite his son, but it's not going to be another debate, so stop right there. As a special guest, it's the one and only one. I didn't see the rest of it, so I don't know how it went. I'll take your word for it. Money for your cat co-host. She deserves it. Star of the fucking show. I'm playing sidekick. And welcome to Dust Buddies, to Hill, White That. Am I even close? You're one of the cool kids now. Enjoy it. I want to cut the Dusty Thong. Already read that one, and no, you don't. And great show. Listening and making rockets? Okay, I won't judge. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but that sounds fun. Dusty, you will always be my girl. Forever your girl. Kuya Rick Ali. Daniel Roman. I'm hopeful now that Trump is in trouble, Walker's in trouble, MTG is divorced. There are more, but they are slopping and slipping. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully things will turn out for the best. But if history's in a god, not a top up from the future. Take my money, my left-wing money. Hell yeah, what up, water polo wizard with your Australian funny money? You already know what's going to happen tomorrow, but don't tell me. I want to be surprised. And all right, folks. Time for a quick Q&A. Get your questions ready for me. Now is the time on the show where I tell you guys what I've been watching. Nope, wrong button. Forged in Fire. I love watching dudes make knives because it's soothing for some reason. And I like when the guy says, it would kill because he's cool. And Ghost! You guys know about the show Ghost? I never heard of this show. Apparently it's popular. How is there a show on that I don't even fucking know about? Anyway, it's a comedy. I think it's on like CBS or something. It's just gone on the second season. It's about this couple that moves into a house and it's haunted, and the girl has some kind of near-death experience that she can see all the ghosts in her house, and they're from all different time periods and stuff. And it's actually really good because all the actors they chose are amazing. They're very good in their roles. I was very surprised. I like the show to recommend it if you hadn't seen it yet, and that's what I've been watching, as you can see. And let's see what is on the website where I legally purchase things from. Haven't watched any of this yet. Accident Man? What the fuck is that? Oh, it's a Bad B movie with that guy in it. All right. Halloween Ends, another Halloween movie? Really? Medieval? I haven't seen any of these movies. Holy shit, there's a lot of new movies out. I gotta quit playing my fucking game and watch some movies. Hadn't watched Clerks. I don't like what is his name? The fuck's that guy's name that makes all these movies? Kevin Smith. I don't like Kevin Smith movies, so they're boring to me, so I probably won't watch that one. All the rest of this was like garbage, just garbage fucking movies. So anyway, that's all I've been watching. The usual stuff, you know, like Game of Thrones, House of Dragons and shit like that, and Serpent Queen. Basically, that's it. All right, let's see what you guys have to say. I gave you plenty of time to get your questions ready. When are you going to talk about Young Don? Did you send me anything about Young Don? I don't remember any. I remember you mentioning it, but I don't remember. I'm sorry. For great shows, always. I wish they never ended. I know, right? But I have to go masturbate. I mean, read the Bible at some point. Do you give your kitties beachside crunch treats or chicken party? I don't know. I'll give them whatever you guys send me. They love everything. You chose wisely, Dusty. I often do that. When are you? Already read that. Great show. Hey, appreciate it. Thank you for your honesty. Let's see. I think some super chats popped up. They did not. All right. Cool, folks. That's my time. I sure appreciate it. Please like the video. Please become a patron. There's a link in the description of the video. Hey, buy my new book. I'm going to finish it eventually. I promise. I'm not scamming you guys. Why would I do that? I have an honest face. Look at this. And I'll be back on Monday after the weekend. So another great show coming at you. Be sure to tell your friends. Be sure to like the video. Be sure to patron me. Yeah, do that. All the things. You know how it works. It's not your first rodeo. Love the shit out of you guys. Gonna see ya after the weekend on the Monday. Let's play a little, what are we gonna play today? Let's play Gon' Find Out, an original song by Dusty Smith. Also, my SoundCloud is in the description of this video. If you guys want to listen to my show without looking at my beautiful face, and why would you want to do that? I have no idea. But if you want to, you can. And later, everybody. Love the shit out of you. Have a good weekend. Oh, you send it in DMs? No. Send it publicly. Do not DM me. Do not DM Dusty. I don't answer DMs. No DMs, no. I don't answer. No DMs, no DMs, no. I won't read them. I won't read your DMs, no. Don't DM me, because I won't read your DMs. I got enough dick pics. I can just go to any gay porn website. All right, I forgot something for those of you who are left on the show. I forgot to tell a story. So a little bonus for you heroes that are sticking around, which I'm not sure there's many of you. There's 500 people. So somebody reminded me of this. I was going to this story earlier and I completely forgot. So a little bonus. So I was surfing the internet as I do the other day, and I came across this video, and it was like, this video will completely change how you handle your litter boxes. It'll change your world if you have cats. And I was like, all right, well, this video was clearly made for fucking me, right? So I watched this video and this lady, and she's like, hey, I'm a cat expert. I'm like, yeah, right. How many cats you got? She's like, 6. And I'm like, rookie. So as you guys know, I have a little animal rescue here, and I have 10 cats that we saved from death to cats. So I have 11 litter boxes, because you're supposed to have one more litter box than you have cats. That's the rule. So I'm watching this video, and she's like, hey, don't buy cat litter anymore. Like, if you have a bunch of cats, then you probably don't buy the expensive stuff. Cat litter is expensive. Like, the expensive stuff is like $30 for a box, but you can buy like the cheap clay pellets for like $7 for a bag, right? That's what I buy. Cheap shit. So she's like, you don't have to buy clay litter anymore. Instead, what you do is you go to the feed store and you buy horse bedding, which is these little pellets that are made of cedar, and they smell good, and it'll actually help eliminate a lot of your odors from your cats. And what it is, when they piss on it and stuff, it basically just disintegrates back into sawdust. So it's better for the environment. It basically just turns back into sawdust. So it's better in every possible way, and it's cheaper, and it smells better for the environment. I was like, sign me the fuck up. So of course I take my truck, I go to the goddamn feed store, and I get me 2 heaping huge fucking bags of this horse bedding shit, and it's these little goddamn cedar pellets, and so I'm like, cool. So I fill 9 of the litter boxes up with these fucking cedar pellets and shit, because I got these big ass bags, and I'm like, cool. And then I put cat litter in the other 2 just to give them like an option, just give them something to piss in if they don't want to fucking use other things. And guess what fucking happened? Now all goddamn 10 cats are using 2 litter boxes, and I got 9 fucking cat litter boxes in there filled with these fucking pellets and shit. Ain't not a goddamn piss or shit in a fucking one of those goddamn litter boxes. So now I got all this fucking pellet shit I gotta get rid of somehow. Just bought it for no fucking reason. So anyway, that was my story. They fucked me over. And also, on the side, I saw another video about cats. And yeah, I'm watching a lot of cat videos. It's not strange for a man my age. So it was about one of these cat wheels, you know, one of these big old wheels that the cats run on. It was these cats, and they was just like getting to town, running all fast on their fucking giant cat wheel and shit. And I was like, holy fucking God, I have to have one of these fucking cat wheels for my cats. And they're gonna get all the exercise. It looks like they're having so much fun. How the fuck don't I have one of these already? So it was like $250. And I was like, bargain for 10 cats, $250 of endless fun. They can just run in there on the cat wheel all goddamn day long. So it comes in, and I put the thing together. It took me like an hour. It was not hard, but it wasn't fucking easy. I had to put this fucking cat wheel together, and finally got it together, and the thing is amazing. It works real well, and not a single goddamn cat has used it. Not stepped a fucking foot on that goddamn cat wheel since I've had it. Had it like 3 fucking weeks. But you know what they did use? The fucking box it came in. That's the greatest goddamn gift they've ever fucking had. Has spent every fucking second in that fucking box, but not a goddamn lazy motherfucker has stepped on my goddamn cat wheel. So anyway, that's my story about the cat wheel. Fuck my life. I'll see you guys on Monday.